Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition. And it has been a minute since we've done the show of the Manchester United Arsenal podcast, a show that is extremely popular on the channel for various reasons. One of my favorite shows to do. One of the most craziest shows also on here. So it's Manchester United Arsenal. And there's a lot of things linking both of these clubs together over the summer window. Of course, the announcement of the Premier League fixtures, and it is Manchester United versus Arsenal on the opening day. On top of that, both Manchester United and Arsenal heavily linked to Victor Gyökeres. On the sole Arsenal side of things, Benjamin Sesko has agreed personal terms with the Gunners. On the Manchester United side of things as well, Jadon Sancho is looking like he could be on the move to Napoli. So we'll be discussing all of those things plus more. Big up to everyone in the comment section. As always, big up to everyone supporting. But make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, please hit the like button on the video. It's so important you do that. When you enter the city of sarcasm, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials as well. Even though my account's been suspended, that's me flawless on Instagram, Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. So Sarcasm City TV on all socials. Retweet and like, share from the Instagram. Just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well. I see all of you lot in the chat already. So many names, but let me bring in a couple of the panelists into Sheik's question, who says, hey, is Tony still playing hide and go seek? I can't find him, but that was only on Instagram. So I know he's good because he went live, but no, unfortunately, Tony's not here. But we do have two of the three in the building. TJ is here. Don C is here as well. That is hilarious.
Oh, man.
That is hilarious. You got Tony on the milk carton, man. Tony on the milk carton. Oh, Lord. Tony on the milk carton. But TJ, how you doing, man? You blessed.
I'm great, man. I'm glad to be back on the show. We got a bunch of legends in the chat. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing. What did you do to get banned? You got banned off of X?
Is that what happened? My account got suspended. Yeah, copyright.
What yeah. So they figured out that you're a criminal. Okay, got it. Got it.
Nah, man. All right, TJ. I keep telling him paying for the crimes of Tottenham. That's what he's doing.
Yes,
paying the Tottenham tax.
That's absolutely wild. You got did for copyright and not any of the other fraudulent things you've been posting and doing on there, and all the clapping. Like if I was Elon, I would have shut you down right fucking then, right there. Like just nah, I'm good. I'm good with all this.
So as you can see, people, TJ and Tony are absolutely fine. You know what I'm saying? Show starts off just crashing on flawlessly. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm great.
One second, you just call me Tony.
Sorry, Don C and TJ, my bad. My apologies.
Yeah, no.
My apologies.
Dude, that's wow.
That's what you call light skinism, bro. You get what I'm saying? They're trying to see us dark skinned brother do the same, bro. And you see why this fucking pussy is a fraud. Track, do you see why I call him a pussy? He thinks all of us look the same.
Hey, 2 minutes in, we got the first pussy from Don C.
The black on black crime going on right now is crazy.
Bro, TJ, you know what I said last time? Yeah, there's too much black on black crime, and this pussy goes and start it off again. What's wrong with him?
I am trying to keep peace. I am a peaceful individual, man. You know what I'm saying? I am a peaceful individual. I'm trying to be a Martin in a world full of Malcolms, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
Hey, mate, the only P that starts in front of your name is pussy, man. What's wrong with you about peaceful individual?
Peaceful, yo.
Don's got bars today, bro. Don's got bars.
Like I said, I'm trying to be a Martin in a world full of Malcolms, man. That's why they call me Martin Luther, Milk Luther King, man. You know, so see how that rolls in.
I think they call you that because you like white women, but we can move.
Yeah, and you like Spurs.
So did Martin Luther King. He liked his snow too, you know. The pictures out there. Okay, he liked it right with it too. I seen the pictures, unless they're AI.
My days.
But yeah, people, we're here. This is Sarcasm City TV in a nutshell. If this is your first time watching in your life, is it always this crazy? Yes. You know what I'm saying? 110%. This is exactly what all of the shows are like. And look at Eddie saying, don't bring your ancestors into this. That's AI. All right. It's AI, Eddie. Yeah, you know what? I stand corrected. It is. But big up to Corey. Glad you're all good as well.
Say that. We got my guy, Corey.
Yeah, no, flawless is
Reg.
okay, man. We all know you're shameless out here. This is what I'm saying. Like, you taught Vader how to fucking gaslight you, motherfucker, man. What's wrong with you,
No,
bro?
that's Vader by himself.
You can't teach that. You can't teach
Oh yeah,
Vader.
that's true. Yeah, he is
Bro,
Canadian. Like,
he is the
yeah,
he is the original gaslighter. He's like he's
it's
the OG,
true.
bro.
He's
Yeah,
the OG.
there's two things that's guaranteed in life. Vader's a gaslighter and Flawless is a pussy or the fucking Tottenham loving scum. Yeah. No, bro, I'm not letting you go today.
He's not letting he's not letting it go.
Yo, these man just rushed me like we go into the wrestling ring. Yeah, these man just jumped me on the entrance. We didn't even start the match and get in the ring, yo.
Mate, it's the Hardy
I'm
Boys
doing
thing,
my
bro.
entrance and these man just rushed me on the ramp.
Hey, bro, we're putting you through a table today, motherfucker. Yeah, we ain't having it, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Start the match, yo. These man just rushed me on the ramp.
We're gonna rush you like the Dudley Boys, bro. Put you through a table. Don't worry about
Dudley
it.
Boys, this is crazy. This is mad. But Corey, I'm glad you're all good. Shout out to Corey. Make sure you lot subscribe as well. Health is well. So Corey, man, good to see you in the chat laughing already, man. So big up to you. Big up to Just Raya also. We will, don't worry, go through both fixtures for both sides as well. Beans and Toast, big up. Shout out to Sai, has been kind enough to drop plenty of information in the chat with Sesko and Sancho and the Lewis Skelly news and Emi Martinez, etc., etc. Big up to Sham as well. Big up to you each and every time. Sheik in the cut. Nick also. Make sure I big some money. Yeah, yo, I get at you, Brandon. If you're not following, follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitter account and I DM you the link. No problem whatsoever. Got you. Shout out to Beijing Pops. Make sure you subscribe to Beijing Reds TV. Sai as well. Mark. Also, Josu. Big up. Yeah, I don't know where Tony's at. I have no idea where Tony is. Who wants Kudus? United or Arsenal? Who wants Kudus? Rizzy Mac. Big up each and every time, man. Every time. And big up to Fats as well. But yeah, TJ, we'll start with you. Benjamin Sesko. Personal terms agreed. Thoughts on it?
Well, if there's a second cheaper option that is a project, Arsenal's going to go in on it and go in on it hard. We've said from the beginning that we know that this guy's finishing isn't at the level of Gyökeres. He hasn't played in the big games that Gyökeres has played in. And once we throw in that low ball offer for Gyökeres, and it's obviously denied because they want more than 60 million for him. Which is more than fair. He is an 80 million player minimum. So the fact that Arsenal are going in and lowballing just shows me that nothing has changed under Berta. Nothing has changed because we have a board that will go for the cheaper option all the time and whose opening offers, frankly, are insulting to the teams that we're offering them to. So I don't blame Sporting for turning them away. And the fact that we're going after Sesko is just another feather in the cap of Arteta, because he's gonna end up getting the project player that he wants. The last thing that I read before I came on the show was we were going to be offering 65 million and up for Sesko. Does that sound familiar to anybody? 65 million for a project? Does that sound familiar?
It sounds super familiar.
Yeah, for somebody in the German league, does that, or out of the German league, does that sound familiar to you? Because look, at the end of the day, this is just plain old Arsenal being Arsenal, right? And this is what fucking kills me about this team and why I'm in an abusive relationship with this squad, is because when the answer is there, we will go in the complete opposite direction. Mm-hmm. You bring Gyökeres in, I will say, okay, we are going to win the league. I am dead serious, and I will stick with that. You bring in Gyökeres, we have enough depth all over the pitch to get the rest of it done. And I am dead serious. We have been saying for years that we need a gunman in the 9. Sesko is not that guy. I'm sorry, he's just not. Gyökeres has proven that he can do it in the Champions League. He can do it in the Portuguese league. And I'm not hearing any slander about, the Portuguese league is a third-rate league. No, it is a good league. Okay? So look, at the end of the day, we'll just have to see, right? I would love to be proven wrong, but until then, I'm not going to be throwing any flowers on this. There's a lot of top gooners that are already out there being like, well, Sesko, he has aura. He can do this. He can do that. No, I don't need, what is he, Slovakian? I don't need Slovenian Backstreet Boy in the 9 No, that's because that's what he is. Like, let's be real with it. Like, I'm sure he's better than any of the other 9 options that we have right now. But let's be 100% honest with this. This is another Aura Arteta project signing that will get us nowhere closer to the line. And I guarantee you, once he falls off, it'll give Arteta an excuse to move Kai back into the 9. He'll bench Sesko, and we're going to be going on this fucking roller coaster, carousel, whatever ride you want to call it again. So
Yeah.
I want to hear what Don C has to say about it, because like, look, at the end of the day, we're bargain bin fucking dealers, right? We're going in. We were linked between our last show and this show. Kepa. That's all you need to know. We're bringing in fucking Kepa. What? Another Spanish goalkeeper that will play one game against freaking Notts County in the early rounds of the Carabao Cup. We're wasting $9 million. We're wasting $5 million on this pensioner. Like, it's absolutely insane to me. But anyway, I'm done. I'm just, I'm tired already, and we're only 15 minutes into the show. These guys, this is what these guys do to me, and we haven't even talked about the fact that the first 5 games of this season are peak for us. So we'll get into that, I'm sure.
We will do that. Before we get Don C's thoughts, this is just the full information in regards to Sesko. So Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Benjamin Sesko. Poker is now being that's a new one. Poker is now being played for a price between 80 million euros and 100 million euros for the RB Leipzig striker. That's from reports at, I think it's Bild, BILD, on Twitter. So they're saying 80 million euros to 100 million euros, which is like 60 to 85. Is it like 65, 85, something around that? Yeah, it's like 65 to 85 million pounds, people. So yeah, that's now poker's being played, even though the terms have been agreed. Talk to us, Dunsey. Thoughts? You don't look too thrilled about this news.
Oh no, do you know what? Yeah, people, make sure you like. People, make sure you subscribe to this fraudulent pussy named Flawless. Make sure you like and subscribe to TJ. That's my brother. Oh no, it's okay, bro. I'm gonna.
No, he meant to point at you. I know. I know what.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's that. It's where it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll stick my hand up here. Like, no. Let me do that, Paul. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's some dirty-minded woke piece of shits in the chat. But anyway, yeah, Sesko. Let's talk about this dude Sesko from Light Shit. Yeah. Let's talk about this fucking pussy, that probably scored 15 goals last season, Havertz, and all the rest of it. Let's talk about this Sesko, that was probably the 8th or 9th top goal scorer in his league. Let's talk about this Sesko that got 1 more goal than Elise, who's a fucking winger, and got less assists than him, If you don't want to talk about this dude Sesko and want to talk GNA, he probably got about 18 GNA last season, for his club. And you want to bring this pussy to Arsenal. So you want to bring another Havertz 0.2, 0.3, 2.0, and you lot call yourself top goonies, Go fuck yourself. I actually miss this show because I can just spit. You know what I'm saying? I can spit, I am listening, to these motherfucking piece of shits. Excuse my language, not really, Talk about Sesko like to say he's the next coming of what? The next coming of who? The next coming of Havertz. Go fuck yourself. He scored 15 goals last season, and you don't want to take a 30. What is it? How much did Sesko score? 32 or 39? I think it's probably close to 39 last season.
Who you talking about? You're talking about Gyökeres or Sesko? Who?
No, I'm talking about Gyökeres.
Oh, Gyökeres. Yeah, I'll tell you now.
Yeah, because I'm not even going for a gender, I'm going at these pussy straight head on, bro. You get what I'm saying? They said if you want to punch a man in the face, look at him in the eyes. Don't hit him behind his back.
39 and 33.
Yeah, okay, 39 and 33. Okay, he got 39. He got 39 and 33,
54 and 50. Wait, let me get that right before you carry on. 50. Yeah, we got 54 goals and 52 appearances across all competitions.
Okay, 54. How many get in the league?
In the league, the first numbers, you got 39 and 33. Jesus Christ.
Okay, he got 39, in the league. Let's just talk about that, right? He got 39 fucking goals in the league, right? People say it's the Portuguese league, I bet, Flawless, can you do me one favor? Can you just Google who were the top 5 goal scorers in that league, and give me their goals?
What, in the Portuguese league?
In the Portuguese league.
Yeah, I
And,
got you.
I want to show you lot levels here. I'm going to show you Arsenal woke piece of shits levels now, because it seems like a lot of you are talking down about the Portuguese league. Why? Because it's not as competitive as the fucking Premier League.
So
Yeah.
in the
But it's okay.
Portuguese league, the top 5 scorers from this season just gone. So Gyökeres was top. He got 39.
Yeah.
39 league goals. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
39 league goals. Yeah. Is it Pavlidis? He got 19.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. Between first, and the second goal scorers, there's 20 league goals in between. And you're not trying to tell me this dude is not a fucking gunman. Are you fucking stupid, you fucking Arsenal woke piece of shit? You know what I'm saying? And then this Sesko dude, yeah, this project, like, I got nothing against Sesko. It's not his fault that he can only score 15 goals in a fucking league. This is what I'm saying. It's not his fault that a fucking winger can get more goals than him. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault. Do you know whose fault it is? It's Arteta's fault. And it's these pussios that's backing him, that's saying, give Sesko a chance. I don't want a man to give me 15 goals in the league on the average. If someone is giving me fucking 39 goals, yeah, from what I'm seeing, because I'm talking to you GA merchants now, yeah, and then the next best person within the league can only give you 19. Who do you think you're going to get? It's like this, yeah? If I was a fish, yeah, I'm looking at a dolphin, not a whale. You know what I'm saying? It is where it is. One slimline, yeah, I want to make a big splash for no reason. Let's put it out there right now, yeah. It's like Flawless knocking on fucking Margot Robbie's door, yeah. And do you know when the door opens? Do you know who he sees? Looking at him, Sloth. If you don't know who Sloth is, yeah, he's from what's that film called? You know, Hey You Guys, from fucking
is it
Goonies. From
It's
Goonies.
Goonies.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's like looking back at him.
Yeah.
You don't think you look like these people think this is an actual fucking game out here, yeah? I'm like, do you know what it is? When I say I'm sick and tired, I'm sick and tired of this infrastructure. I'm sick and tired of let's try to build a player up. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to give a player a chance. Yeah, you get me? Yeah. Why are you gonna spend more money on a dude that only can give you 15 goals? Because if he's gonna give you 15 goals in a league that's not better than the Premier League, why would you buy him? I don't get that. I really don't get that. Because, okay, I saw a few of his compilations, and you know what? Yeah, you can get 15, 20 minutes of any player's compilations and it always look good. But what I saw was the ball coming off every single part of his body, and rarely he could strike a ball into the net. Is he good in the air? Yeah. Can he poach in the box? Yes. Can he run around from the number 10 to the left and the right wing? Yes. But guess who can else do that? Havertz. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. And we're getting another player just like them. What is the point? What is the point of even buying a striker if we're going to buy a like for like look, right? I'm not even going to talk about the fact that he can play like 3 different positions, because most players, okay, scrap that. Most Arsenal players that we bought in the last, let's say 10, 15 years, yeah, could play in different positions. This is what I'm saying. Most footballers in the last 20 years can play in different positions. So I don't really give a shit about that. What I give a shit about is the fact that when we needed goals, when we need to change things up, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? I could understand if because what I'm going to say might sound kind of mad, yeah? I could understand if he was going to get like a Sesko or was linked with someone like Watkins. This is what I'm saying. So do you know what? When it's sticky bum times, we can spam with strikers. You know what I'm saying? With forward players. But knowing Arteta, I knew he was going to get Sesko. What was it? The time when Tony actually didn't go missing, yeah? I said on the show with him that, do you know what? Yeah, this is a fucking Berta signing. Because Berta hasn't signed anyone with any bang. He signed up and comers. You know what I'm saying? The only player that went back that was a no name was Griezmann, and that's because he fucking failed at fucking Barcelona. Let's not do this right now. You know what I'm saying? Anyone else that were up and comers and then they became gunman, yeah? He has scored 15 goals, I say again. What's the point of it? Okay, if someone's offering me 200 grand to fucking work for the company, yeah, why am I gonna go with the company that's offering me 50 grand? That's stupid, isn't it? That's stupid, because that shows that I have no ambition. That's what I'm saying. What Arsenal is. Arsenal have no ambition right now. First and foremost, when just before our last game, we'll sign with Zubimendi, I was fucking in hysterics because I couldn't believe my ears. And now we're signing with a striker that scored 15 goals, and we won't put up the money to sign a striker that scored 39 goals. Yeah, with Sesko's GA, yeah, he's whole GA for club and country or whatever woke football fucking thing that's come out nowadays. Yeah, like he ain't even gonna touch Gokeres. He's not gonna touch Gokeres with his goals, with his assists, with anything. But guess what? That's who we're linked with. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I'm supposed to be like, do you know what? Yeah, Arsenal's doing great business. Arsenal do what kind of business? This is why when people ask me about transfers, I really don't give a fuck about transfers because I've been let down time and time again. Like it's like this. If we can go back in time, right? We can say that we was linked with Pogba. Yeah, we was. We was linked with Draxler, which I always say. Lamar, which I always say. We was linked with Ronaldo when before this pussy-o's team bought him for 12.5 mil or whatever it was. Do you know what I'm saying? We was linked with even Buffon. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at these fucking ballers that we was linked with, and that's just the touch of the iceberg. We was linked with Kante, yeah, before Chelsea got him, yeah, way before, even before Leicester got him. Do you know what I'm saying? We tried to go for Vardy, yeah, after they won the league, yeah. Do you know how many players we've been linked with? It is disgusting. This fucking. We was even linked with what's that German name? What's it? Coleman, yeah. We was linked with him.
You got linked to a lot. Yeah, there's been a lot of players who were like
linked FC, interested FC.
Yeah,
because you lot got linked to Ronaldo. Like before
we were linked to Ronaldo before you lot, because remember he came to Arsenal, he got a shirt. You know what I'm saying? But Alex Ferguson said, "Nah, little man, yeah, I'm gonna blow you out the water." Pause. You know what I'm saying? We offered him 10 million or 11 million, and Fergie said, "Nah, I want 12.5," and then he went for you pussy-os. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and look what the player that he became. And I can't hate upon that. You see it, yeah. So when I'm hearing us being linked with players, I don't care who we're linked with. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm sick and tired of Arsenal being that nearly club, because that's all we are. We're that nearly club. It's like this year. Ray nearly got those ticks with that 16 out of 10 moments. No, he didn't. Don't fucking sugarcoat anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what life is. Yeah, that's what life is. That's what Arsenal seems to be like when it comes to transfer windows. Yeah, last season or the last transfer window, we were supposed to be linked with Ollie Watkins, the player I've been barring that for how long? Yeah, after Duran went to fucking Saudi.
Hey, we put an offer in for him though, Don C. We put an offer in for him.
Yeah, we put offer in.
Serious,
you know what I'm saying?
But we put an offer.
No, we we're going to get him. We put offer for Suarez. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Do you know how many players we put offer in for? And it's pathetic because instead of just paying the money, right? And the thing is, I'm not even going to talk about Declan Rice because we paid how much we paid for him. Do you know what? We needed a spine. We got the spine. He's here now. I'm not even going to fucking sugarcoat it. But if you're going to fucking
worth it, in my opinion,
like that, yeah, for that kind of money, get a player that's actually scoring the goals. Forget what fucking social media's got to say about the Portuguese league is fucking shit. You man weren't saying that when them man beat fucking Man City, was you? You know what I'm saying, with your fucking woke bullshit agenda? None of you were saying that. You know what I'm saying? But yet you Arsenal players were saying, oh yeah, because they couldn't score against us. We had we're supposed to have the two most best defenders in the fucking world or in Europe, if we ask you pussy-os, yeah? But yet he's not supposed to be scoring against us, right? So let's not do it. My man scored 39 goals, and the second place top goal scorer had 19 goals. Now, if he scored 19 goals or even 21, I could say, yeah, do you know it's a piss poor league? He's too good for that league. He's too good for that fucking league. Yeah, we could have 15 of those goals, and guess what? We would have been champions, right? But then you might want fucking, who is it? Sesko. I want Sesko. You know what I'm saying? You fucking.
If Mikel wants him, I want him. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like the thing is, I don't even want to take shots at people because it's pointless. Because I'd rather shoot when they're here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to talk about people. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to talk about Arsenal and how pathetic we are in transfer windows. If you go back literally 5 minutes, you hear me spit about so many different players which we were rumored to get, which we were linked to, or we have put some money down pun. You know what I'm saying? It's like me putting money down on a car, and guess what they said? Nah, mate, even though you got the funds, yeah, you're not good enough to drive this car. Are you fucking stupid? That's what it seems like. Right? First and foremost, yeah. Do I blame the ownership? Of course, I blame the ownership, because first and foremost, yeah, you lot are the pussios that keep Arteta in his fucking job. He is taking money from us like he's going to the job center every 2 fucking weeks. That's what he's doing. He doesn't have to win. He doesn't have to do his job. He doesn't have to do anything. All he has to do, yeah, is keep you woke fans happy by keeping you in the fucking Champions League, a cup competition which we ain't won, which we're never going to win unless we sign a fucking striker and get rid of the fucking dead wood. We've got people on loan. Do you know what? Yeah, with as much pussios that we're linked with, what's happening with the players that we have on loan that were supposed to be shipped out? What happened to them? Free up the money. What happened to the players like Zinchenko, which doesn't need to be here? This is what I'm saying. I've been hearing that he might go to Italy. Do you know what? Yeah, pack your bags and fuck off, mate. What happened to the players like Jesus that hasn't played in so many months, that's going to get injured in fucking December anyway? What's happening to these pussios? This is what I'm saying. This is what I want to hear. I don't want to hear what links. I want to hear how to free up some funds, yeah, so we can actually get some fucking bags, man.
Don, see, it's never going to happen. Arsenal, out of the big six, are the worst at selling players. We are historically bad. Our top transfer fee outgoing was ESR. And before that, it was Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Chamberlain, yeah.
Like these names are not names where you're just like, obviously Oxlade-Chamberlain was a Champions League winner and a Premier League winner, obviously, when he joined Liverpool. Oh. But while he was here, he didn't do shit. Like let's be real, bro. One FA Cup. Let's be real with it. Like, look, at the end of the day, we don't sell anybody. We cut Aubameyang's contract. He went out to Barcelona and they sold him for a profit. Like, this is why we are a fucking joke. And just to let you know, we've let 2 players go. We did. I don't even know if we sold Marquinhos. Did we get a fee for Marquinhos? So we had Marquinhos out on loan in Brazil. I don't think we got a fee for him. And that freaking dog maker outer, freaking Nuno Tavares, who is one of the worst left back to have ever played for this fucking team, he's staying in Italy. And good riddance.
What about Reece Nelson?
How much should we get for him? And then look, but we still have fucking Fabio Vieira. We still have Lakanga on the books. I mean, our Sambi Lakanga in 2025, we still have him on the books. Think about that. Yeah. That just shows the level of ambition that this club doesn't have. We could sell players. We could sell players at a profit, but we don't do that because we aren't trying to level up. We're trying to keep the culture. We're trying to build these players up the Arsenal way. Oh, the Arsenal way, getting second and then constantly disappointing the fans that actually have a standard.
Give a fuck. That's it. That's true.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
It's funny because it's like you're talking about us selling players and how pathetic we are selling players. We're just as pathetic as buying players as well, because we can see we're getting a fucking 15 goal and leaving a fucking 39 goal. What to help out this pussyo? It's like we're giving this pussyo charity. Nah, fam. Yeah, no, fam. We're trying to run up in his house and rob everything, even the Champions League medals, books, so we can sing Champions of Europe. No, fuck that, mate. I'm tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you think things are going your way, you wake up and you realize that it's storming outside. You know what I'm saying? And you got to go out in that shit. That's what it seems like all the fucking time when it comes to Arsenal. Every season, the one thing that we're guaranteed to do is not win a trophy or a trophy with any oomph. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the FA Cup and the Carling Cup before you woke piece of shit.
Charity Shield is a Super Cup, everybody.
Yeah? I'm talking about the big two. You know what I'm saying? The big two. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if we was in Europa League, I want to win that as well. If it was in Conference League, I want to win that because you know what? It's a fucking European title. Yeah. So I want to win everything that's in my way. But the thing is, if you're assembling the so-called Avengers team, Yeah. Why the fuck are they always in the corner crying like fucking pussios after the season's end? We're gonna go next season. You gotta trust, you gotta have faith. There's a process we're going through. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where the process was for me to lose my hair. My hair didn't once tell me, say, do you know what, Don C? Yeah, your hair's gonna go in a few years. Yeah, trust the process. You grow a beard. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck is going on with this Arsenal club? Yeah, like when I wake up in the morning, right, and then like I just read the Arsenal bullshit that's going on. I'm like, are you not really serious? Are you really serious? I'm at work on my laptop, right? And then an Arsenal something pops up, some thought, you know what? Yeah, let me see what this fucking fan base or what's going on. And I'm like, this morning I was like, the Goalkeeper deal is dead. Man United are back in there, and we're gonna get Sesko. It was, did you know what? Yeah, I didn't know whether to laugh, and then I had to go into a meeting after that, and it was like fucking hell. And I'm like, do you know what, Arsenal? Why do you do this to us good fans out here? Why can't you just do what you're supposed to do? You hear me? Yeah, I don't know how hard it is. I'm sick and tired. Like I said, yeah, I like rolling with the Dolphins. Yeah, me and Wells don't get along. They're just no. You hear what I'm saying? It is what it is. Right? I'm trying to be a nice guy. Yeah. I thought, you know what, yeah, Don, let me cover the show today. Let me just, calm it down. But it's hard to, because when I'm asked a question, I'm not out here trying to sugarcoat anything. I'm not out here to do a gaslighting session. I'm not out here to not answer a question like Tony, and I'm not out here to try beat around the bush like a girl pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna run right through that question. Yeah, and I want to call out whoever I need to call out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I try not to anyway. Yeah, and what else I'm gonna do is tell Flawless about his pussy old side bitch. You get me? Yeah, that's even. It seems like they've got more ambition than we have, because they sacked a manager after winning their first trophy in like 17 years, their first major anything in like 35 years. Is what I'm saying. And yet they sacked their manager, and then we finished second. The mighty Arsenal. The mighty Arsenal that finished second 3 times in a row. Ole, ole. I can't forget that part for you woke motherfuckers, yeah? And we still got this pussy, yeah? And instead of being like, okay, let me just chill out and, buy a striker, keep these fucking negative, toxic fans happy, do you know what they go and do? They go and give us Sesko, or possibly, yeah? Because I'm not going to put that in the air. Possibly, before anyone tells me, we haven't bought him yet. We have to keep the faith because the process is alive. Yeah. Do you know what?
Keep
go
the
fuck
faith.
yourself. Yeah.
We've been keeping the faith for 3 years, bro. I'm done with this. I'm done.
Bro. You see, the thing is, I'm not even ranting. So yeah, I'm not even ranting. I'm not even angry, because normally there's this fucking vein that pops out in the side of my head. I'm not even doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hard. Andrew, right? If you want Arteta in, you can have him at your club. Let's do a side door right now. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. It is what it is. Coming movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just haven't got time for this shit. This is what I'm saying. When I see people laughing at my club, I get it from rival fans. I just don't understand it from my own fans. That's the thing that gets me, because they're happy with the Sesko deal. Well, he's your striker, innit? Like I'm sure Tony's gonna make up another name for him, like when he comes out of Valhalla or whatever the fuck he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like I'm just like, yeah. But anyway, like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, people. So that concludes Dante's thoughts on Sesko. That concludes his thoughts. If you got any questions, I don't know why, but yeah, I think you've heard everything, people. I think you pretty much heard everything you need to hear. That concludes it. That concludes his thought, Benjamin Sesko. So, like I said earlier, Arsenal have agreed terms. Now it's just a question of getting a deal done. They're saying 80 to 100 million euros, which is like 65 to 85 million pounds. So we'll see what else is going on in regards to Arsenal. Well, you know what, TJ, you mentioned this, so we will get to this. Arsenal's first 6 Premier League fixtures of the season. So they face Manchester United away, Leeds at home, Liverpool away, Nottingham Forest at home, Manchester City at home, Newcastle away. That is the gauntlet.
I think it's hilarious because Lee Gunner on Twitter, shout out Lee Gunner, he said, why is everybody getting so crazy about this? Like, you play every team twice anyway. It just, Who cares? But just the fact that we have this lineup going forward is kind of crazy. So like Manchester United again, like we don't lose at Old Trafford, or we don't lose to Man United at Old Trafford. We beat ourselves at Old Trafford. So like I think
Pause.
somebody was asking me where,
Pause.
exactly. Huge, bro, huge pause. Holy shit. What did I just
Hey,
say? Hey yo, I gotta ayo myself, bro.
All right, I got your back,
Oh
TJ. I
my
like this fraud.
days. You got my relax, bro.
Pause.
Relax.
hey.
Everybody, easy. Yeah, no, but I somebody asked me what I thought and how many points we're gonna get out of this. Let's just run through this. Let's play this game, right?
Let's
You know,
go.
it's way too early.
Hey, 'cause I
It's
wanna say,
June.
the last time we played this game was very interesting. Shout out to Tony. Last time we did this, shout out to Tony.
Last time.
I wish Beijing Pops was here because he would remember March 9th. Because March 9th, that's where we had Arsenal going top of the table. It was like 6-7 games beforehand. We need to go and find that stream. Shout out to Tony, man.
We were winning. We were winning 5 out of 6 coming out of the winter break.
Yeah, that was it. And Liverpool were dropping points. I think he had Liverpool winning like 2 out of the next 8.
I'm crying.
Was it 3? It was something crazy like that. I remember that.
I'm crying.
Shout out Tony, man. Shout out Tony.
So I think well, it's gonna depend on the signings. Like again, I think if we win the Jokeres Derby, I think we beat United. But if we don't, then I think it's gonna be the stinkiest, shittiest draw we've ever seen in our lives. Like it's gonna be
it has got dreadful draw written all over it.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, this is going to be the worst marquee opening game ever in the storied history of our rivalry. We are just, it's going to be a 1-1 or a 0-0 stink fest. It's going to be awful. Then we'll beat Leeds. We'll beat Leeds. We'll beat Leeds. Okay. Yeah, we'll beat Leeds. So that's 4 points. We're going to get packed by Liverpool. We are. We're going to get packed. I'm going to be honest. We'll get packed by Liverpool. Away at Forest is always difficult for us. Winning at the City Ground is extremely difficult for us. So I'm going to say that's a draw. At home to Manchester City, it's a different Manchester City. So I think that's either going to be a draw or a loss because Pep is going to come out. You know, Pep views last season as a failure. Absolutely. So, and they will have Rodri back. I don't care if you have Rodri post ACL injury. I think he started today, actually.
No, I didn't start, but he got on.
Oh, no. But he got on. So, you know, he's going to be back. Yeah. And Rodri Man City, they're my title favorites automatically. That's all I'm going to say. They've reloaded. I think they've reloaded adequately so far. They're linked with more. Like it's June, and I think they're already the title favorites in my opinion. Yeah, so I think that's either a draw or a loss.
Don't say that, man. Liverpool's got my man, bro. Words. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Wirtz is good, but I mean, Rodri and the Man City, man, they're just undeniable. And then Newcastle away, loss. We suck. We suck at St. James Park, bro. Like we are so fucking bad. We just get bullied. We are young TJ Warren on the playground, just getting their fucking money taken from them. And look, I have a lot of trauma from that. I've grown out of it. All right. But still, I know how it feels. And we are about to get our lunch money taken from us at St. James Park. Isak fucking brace. We are done out there. So what does that say? So that's 1, 4, 5, 6 points out of those games.
What did you say home to? Wait, what did you say? Away to Forest. What was your result for that?
Away to Forest was a draw or a loss.
Away to Forest. Okay, good.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say we'll draw, but we don't win at the City Ground. We don't. So I think we've won once in the past 5 years, and that includes when we lost. Yeah. Well, and that also includes when we lost 1-0 to them in the FA Cup when they were still in the fucking championship. Nuno Tavares getting subbed before fucking halftime. Like I remember this. I am traumatized by it ruined my day. I remember it ruining my day, and that was in 2022. I'm at the mall with my wife, and I'm not even talking with her because I'm so pissed. Like, how are you doing?
Bro,
I'm like,
I know what you mean.
stop talking to
I know
me.
what you mean. I know what you mean.
That we're just so embarrassing going out to these freaking championship level clubs, and they had to cheat to stay in the Premier League. They did it the right way. They cheated the right way, but they cheated all the same. Anyway, that's why you're never gonna catch me out here raiding Forest. But we still, every time we go to the City Ground, we fucking bottle it. So yeah, I want to hear what Don C has to say about these first couple, because I think it's gonna be 6 points max.
Yeah, Don C, not necessarily asking for your points prediction, because obviously your team could change, the teams that you're facing could change, but it is a very, very tough start. However, though, the benefit to that is if you come through that tough start and you pick up a decent amount of points, then you have a more favorable run in after that. But yeah, your
what
thoughts?
striker? No, okay, cool. I'm off that shit.
Whoa. Get to that. Speaking of strikers, where's her YG? Whoa.
I just see it.
How true this is, I don't know. Damasio is a decent source. Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Victor Gyökeres. That's from Damasio via Sky Sports Italia. Thoughts?
Okay, Arteta, if you're listening, yeah, you better fucking get this over the line. If not, it's
you know what to do.
Horrible
it's not
season.
No, don't give this any credence until he is holding the red shirt, bro. No, hold on, no. Until he's doing this at London Colney, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. That's fucking ridiculous. And yes. This is the new kit. You want to know why? Because I'm a fucking idiot, and I had to go out and buy it. And I got Wingeri on the back because I got agendas to run. Woo!
Do you know the funny thing is, my wife bought me that top in it for Father's Day as well. My wife and my kids as well. It's a
really nice top.
It's a nice top. It's a nice top. You get me? I wasn't gonna buy nothing, but because they bought it for me, I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. You know, I love it for a long time. Anyway, first and foremost, your peoples, if you're a parent or you're a substitute parent, happy Father's Day to all of you. If you're a person that wants to be a parent, happy Father's Day to you as well. If you look after kids, or if you're just a guardian for the young ones in your life, happy Father's Day. Because you see, man like us, we don't get talked about enough. You know what I'm saying? There's always women do this, women do that. No. You see us, man, we are the key, as Tony would say. So happy belated Father's Day to all of you.
I know you got in the chat, Damasio has some misses, but he's not some unknown source, is what I'm saying. He's not on Steam level where we go Damasio bomber, but this has some weight to it. Of course, we'll find out if it's true or not. But we're just talking hypothetically. It could be Benjamin and Victor. You know what I'm saying? It could be on smoke. You know what I'm saying? Sako.
Bro, let's not
if that happens, I'm gonna have to do something crazy. If we get both of them, I'll shave my beard off. Oh,
don't do that, man.
I'll do it right now. I don't care. You bring both of them in. I will shave it off on this show. And I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm dead serious. If we show any level of ambition, I will do it. I will crash whatever show you're doing with Mons to repay him for the fucking Caicedo episode that he did 2 years ago. Don't think that I forgot about that. I'm going to crash in. I'm going to crash in with a razor, and I'm going to be like, we did it. We finally showed ambition.
They gonna remember that you said that, but fast, go on, Dunsey. Go on. Say what
you're lucky, man. If I shave my beard off, like I look like a fucking Malteser, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not having that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'll leave that to you, man. You can shave it up for both of us. Now, you see, with these fixtures, like you said, it's a bit hard for me to even look at them, just because the teams are going to change so dramatically, all of us, But all I can say is, first and foremost, Leeds, fuck you for the early 2000s. Forest, fuck you fucking cheats. Man City, fuck you as well, Man United, big fuck you for all of the tears you fucking left me with, through the fucking 20s, So fuck you. So fuck all of you. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, Man United, I think we're going to beat them. The reason why I think we're going to beat them is because we're a hell of a lot better than you. It's going to be a stink fest. It's going to be dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just see it as this, Flawless. We're just trying to help you lot get rid of Amarin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like just go with the agenda. You lot want Amarin out. We
I'm
want
even gonna do
Amarin.
that to himself. I'm not gonna lie, Don
Yeah,
C.
yeah, yeah, but we're just gonna be a nail in that cog. You know what I'm saying? To help him get out. Right. So that's that. So this is why I think we're gonna beat them. I know you hate hearing this, yeah, but it is what it is. With Leeds, now we're gonna beat Leeds. Let me not even try to
Yeah, we're
sugarcoat
beating
that.
we're beating we're beating Leeds. We're beating Leeds.
Their first home game. That's their first home game back, right? Because I'm
I
presuming
don't
that
care,
yo,
mate.
Leeds, that place
Mate,
gonna be
it's
rough.
like a 6-year-old trying to race me, bruv. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening, bruv. Like, let's not do this this agenda
I'm all
reading
for
and
Leeds,
all of that.
man.
Like,
Fuck Leeds,
they
gonna
ain't
get
winning.
relegated. Hey.
And to be honest, out of all of those teams, the team that I fear the most is probably Liverpool, just because stylistically they got a number and they've had a number for years. Stylistically, we have given City better matches, even though we've lost in a lot of them better than we have Liverpool. When it comes to Liverpool, I can only remember 2 matches where we actually dominated, and when I say dominated, more like 40-50 minutes. This is what I'm saying, and then they just took over. When it comes to Newcastle, I think we're going to beat Newcastle. Out of those teams, I think the wins will
Oh, you
come
think
with.
we're gonna beat Newcastle
Yeah, we're going to
away?
beat Newcastle. We're going to beat
Okay.
Newcastle.
Oh,
I
tell
think
me,
we're going
Alright.
to beat
you're at
Newcastle.
home to Leeds. My bad. I got that wrong. I read it wrong. You're at home to Leeds. My bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, we're home to Leeds. We're going to
Yeah,
lose
I got that
against. We're going to lose against Liverpool. We're going to lose against City, and I can see us beating the rest.
Go on. Why
I
do
can
you
see us
think you beat Newcastle? That place you lot have struggled stylistically as well. You struggle against them.
just because Arteta, as bad as Arteta is, he actually learns from his lessons. Like it takes him a long while. It takes him a hell of a long while. Like he can't change it up throughout a season, but I've seen him change it up. Like say going into it, just because you have to remember, like say 2 seasons ago when Man United, where we tried to go toe to toe with Man City, sorry, and then they spanked us when Haaland let his hair down, like to say he's a fucking Greek goddess or some bullshit like that. Right? You know what I'm saying? Hair in the wind and all of that. The next match that we played against in the next season, right, we were a lot more competitive. We should have won that. Yeah, and that was the one where we had 10 men. And if Arteta would have actually went for the game and done what I said I'd done what TJ said we should have done when put on 1 year when I said we shouldn't, we would have probably got 3 points out of that game. He knows how to change it up, like giving him a few months to think about it, but it's a few months too late. This is why I think we're going to beat them, because in the middle, yes, they have the what we man call him the shield, but guess who we've got? We've got Zubamendi. We're gonna have Zubamendi. Fucking pussy, but it is what it is, right?
And don't do that. You got Declan Rice.
Yeah, no. Bro, we're not gonna do that right now. This is what I'm saying. Like, as long as we ain't got,
we ain't gonna do what? Like Zubamendi next to Rice is a good unit.
I prefer Party. And
Partey could stay though. He could stay.
Yeah,
it might be all 3. Maybe he goes Zubimendi, Partey, and Rice.
Do you know? I'm hoping. Well, to be honest, I don't think he'll play Zubamendi. We've got more chance of playing Moreno in midfield than we have Zubamendi, especially at the beginning of the season, because that's not what Arteta does.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. I agree 100%.
He likes to sugarcoat it, or he tries to put players in when we've got like injuries in it, and that's like a game too late, way too late. He's gonna try and still sugarhorn, what's his name, Odegaard and shit like that. So I just can't see it happening. And with Newcastle, even though they've given us a run for our money last season, like as long as we could just play our game, I just think that I can't see them beating us next season. It's not going to be like last season. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to remember, you see, there's certain teams that it's like what can I say? Aston Villa 2 seasons ago, they were on fire. Newcastle was that team last season. Yeah. Look what happened to Aston Villa this season. I mean, season just gone. Right. And that's why I say it, because as much as we've got rumored with players who are Newcastle rumored with realistically? And who is it? Liverpool can slap down 150 and take Isak, and then it's a different kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I'm not getting too hype, or I'm not being like, you know what, they're going to be the same as last season. You know what I'm saying? Last season was a surprise. They blew every team. Well, they blew most of the teams away. Yeah, and they and they did their thing to Arsenal twice, two out of 3 games. You know what I'm saying? The only person with a worse record against another team is your team against your side bitch. You get me?
Yeah. Why do you say for me for? You know what I'm saying?
Huh? Fuck you, bro. All day, every day. All day, every day, bro. All day, every day. Yeah. As much as you can banter us with how many times we lost.
Don't see, man. This is season's over. This is summertime preseason, man. The rivalry's not there. No one's playing. We can relax, man.
No. But the thing is, just like singers, they have to warm up their vocal cords.
Put the gun in the hole,
bro. You see singers, they warm up their vocal cords with all that ma, me, and all of that rest of it. Yeah, that's just me getting this shit out of the way. Yeah. So when next season comes, like, you got to say, I'm ready for this shit.
He's got the gun in the holster, man.
So we have 6 weeks before we are suffering again. This is what I don't think people realize, is that we have 1.5 more weeks of the Club World Cup. We get 4 weeks, and even then I have to go and watch the US disappoint me. And then we get to start the suffering all over again in August. Like, it's gonna be here before you know it. But before then, Don C, we get disappointed by the fact that we're gonna be bringing in Benjamin Sesko and a backup 6 in Zubamendi, because that's exactly what he's gonna be. He's gonna be a backup, because I think we're gonna keep Thomas Partey.
You've also been linked to Rodrigo. They're supposed to be, I think.
Yeah, but I've never taken any of that seriously, because we don't move like that, to be honest. Like, the last person we signed from Real Madrid was who? Mason Ozil? Like, directly from? Odegaard wasn't playing for Real Madrid. He was playing for Sociedad. Like, let's be real. Like, he was never really in that squad to begin with. Like, look, at the end of the day, maybe I need to get a prescription or something, because these people are going to put me into a depression. Like, it's absolutely insane.
The fact that you mentioned about the suffering, like the starting in 6 weeks, I'm suffering now.
Oh my god! And Flawless, I saw Manchester United post on X today where we got Amorim leading us into next season.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
How excited are you about that and the great work that Omar Barada and Ineos have done for you so far this transfer window? I want to, you know what, Don C, let's turn the gun on this guy a little bit, because look, at the end of the day, I've said this before and I'll say it again. We don't lose to United at Old Trafford. We beat ourselves at Old Trafford. Okay. So Flawless, how confident are you going into next season, given your moves in the transfer window so far?
First and foremost, let's do this. Put up your first 6 matches and let's see Let's not do this right now, because this is the Arsenal United show, but you're being a bit biased right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I got to when TJ mentioned about the suffering starting in 6 weeks. The suffering is now. These lot have me stressed now. I should just be like, all right, chill, and here's my major issue before I get to the fixture with Manchester United. If we do what we're supposed to and we fall short, at least give me something to believe in. All right, Amorim didn't work out, but you went and made the move at the time. I'm like, that gives me. It seems that we're not even trying to set up to win the race. At least let me believe. At least prepare properly to improve. And it seems that we just can't. Now, I want to be wrong on this, but in my heart of hearts, I think we'll make some good moves, yes, but I don't think we'll do enough, because the noise that I'm hearing and rumors, even keeping Bruno, just that right there, that was just nonsensical. To the point, even Bruno Fernandes fans, I won't say stands, but even people who are fans of him, I seen say, I understand why we would let him go at this scenario, because of his age, needing the money, etc. But United's first fixture. So Arsenal at home, Fulham away, Burnley at home, City away, Chelsea at home, Brentford away, Sunderland at home, Liverpool away. If we don't get our shit together, there's a guarantee. There's no guarantee we win a game in the first. That's the first 8. See, outside put 8, but only 5 for us. There's no guarantee we win any of these if we don't get our shit.
You
together.
don't beat freshly promoted through the playoffs, Sunderland.
No guarantee. This is a team, remember, that didn't win back-to-back all season long. This is a team minus 11 goal difference. This is a team with more losses than wins. This is a team that only scored 44 league goals last season. So I don't put anything past them. Now, if we do what we're supposed to, yeah, that's the most favorable one. Home to Arsenal is going to be tough. Arsenal's always going to be a tough game, no matter what state we're in, no matter what state they're in. Fulham away is going to be a tough game. Yes, we won there last year. It was it was one shot. It was an awful game. I think we were 12th and they were 11th at the time, and it looked that way. One shot on target from us, and Martinez scored the deflected shot. Burnley at home. Burnley always give us a game. That's a local. Derby's too strong, but there, for those that don't know, Burnley's round the corner from Manchester. Literally, you can get on the train and be there in probably 15 minutes, maybe even less. Like Burnley's maybe a little longer, maybe half an hour. I check, but the point I'm making is Burnley's down the road. So they're going to be up for that game. Plus, it'll probably be their second home game. That place is going to be rocking turf more. City away, it's going to be a tough game regardless. Chelsea at home, we always seem to draw to these lot at Old Trafford. Brentford away, depends who they've got there. It's a different Brentford. We'll see how they reinvest. But no Embremo, no Thomas Frank. They sold the goalkeeper Flecken. Let's see what happens with Visa. Let's see what happens with Damsgaard. The Bournemouth effect might happen with them where they lose players. Interesting to see.
I have Brentford going down, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Who you got staying up, Lee?
Yeah, I got out of them. Burnley, I think, is going to stay up, to be honest.
Oh, Burnley. Okay, as long as it's not Leeds.
Because they're at least defensive. Like they can at least keep goals out of the back of the net. Like the Sunderland can't. And we'll see if Leeds can, but I will be happy if Sunderland do stay up. Not to derail the conversation, but I will be happy that if Sunderland do stay up, because I want to see that Newcastle Sunderland derby just keep going and going and going.
Just to piss off Steve, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fully.
Yeah, no, and it pisses Steve off, and it's hilarious.
That's the one you look at and go, yeah, but don't get mistaken. Like, oh, that's a routine home win, especially if we struggle in the first few games. Because not only will our confidence be down, depending on how they start, their confidence will be up. Everybody came to Old Trafford to win. That's not guaranteed. Also, as well, Liverpool away, that's a tough game. No matter what state we're in, no matter what state they're in, and they're going to be flying, they're going to be up for it. Yes, we did very well there last year. It's one of the better performances we put in at at Anfield against them last year. We also got the 0-0 the year before. Can we go there and get a result? Yes, but it is going to be extremely tough. But it's on Manchester United to do the business. Now, will we do the business? Who knows? That's the £1 million question. And what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, I don't like. I like something like Cunha, great deal, 110%. No issues with that. And Bremo, we've agreed personal terms. I think we'll do the deal with Brentford. Striker, cool. It's the rest. And Dunsey, you mentioned it about Arsenal. My major issue is outgoings. That's my biggest issue. And just is it reluctance? Reluctance to sell players at a cheap price. These players are shit. Sell them. What are we talking about here? I keep hearing about, you don't want to lowball a player. These players are terrible. Garnacho is the worst left winger in the league. Højlund is the worst striker in the league. Any fee we get for these, man, is a great fee. If someone offers 30 million for Garnacho, that is phenomenal money. He's dreadful. Hear what I'm saying, people. Put the relegation sides who got relegated, put them sides back in the Premier League. And we take the first choice left wingers from each side, 1 to 20. And we rate them 1 to 20. Garnacho's 20th. And then if we take the second list and we go 21 to 40, guess what? He's somewhere 35, 36 probably. He's one of the worst backup left wingers. Never mind first choice left wingers. Same with Højlund. What are we doing here? Get these players gone. Not only do you sell them on and get a fee for them, you also clear the wages as well. Garnacho not necessarily on big money, but you have the likes of Højlund. You have Rashford. You have Anthony. You have Onana, for example. And that's why I put it up before. Move these man on. People keep saying this. We have to get this amount. 50 million for Garnacho is phenomenal. And it just seems that we're just moving slow with moving players on. And that's my major issue. If someone said, we're not going to sign anyone, but we sell all these players, I'd shake their hand today. That's where I'm at. That's how much I don't want these players. It's not about replacements. I just want these men gone because automatically we are a better team without these.
You see, Flawless. So sorry for that. Yeah. See, Flawless, what I don't understand is that I can understand you can't get rid of Fernandes because of the wages that he's on, right? But when you got players like
Saudi was there. Saudi was offering him generational money. And
see, I get that. But,
considering it, we was the ones to go, nah, we don't want you to stay. And this manager was like, nah, I want you to stay. Why? That's what confuses me. I'm like, the manager, we watched you be stressed on the touchline and watch these men underperform week in, week out. Had you punching up TVs, had you stressed on the pitch, had you stressed in. The reason why you're doing so many press conferences and answering so many questions is large in part to these lot. It's you and them. But sorry, go
on. Okay, do you know what it is? I didn't realize you lot was in the mud. You lot are fucking in the volcano, bruv. It's mad. But what I was about to say was, forget that Fernandes thing. It's funny that how and why are you still keeping Garnacho, players like that? Because it's not like he's on a big wage as well. I swear he's getting like 50 grand a week or something like that. So
the wage when he through.
Yeah. So it's not like he's getting any kind of big money where other clubs will be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna take it because of the demands that he might have. All right. So why are players like that still there? Right? I just don't understand that. Why isn't there no move? Because as bad as my club is, and yeah, my club is bad, but it's like we didn't finish 15th for one. We didn't
tell them again where we finished. And they're trying to keep
that man finished 15th, yeah. That man scored an own goal. That man with a team to give Spurs, their first European trophy, the motherfuckers. I cannot believe they did that. This is what I'm saying. Like,
TJ, we finished 15th, people. 15th, we finished. And they're still trying to, what in the world?
We're fucking 15th. It's on the We're 15th. We are 15th, sir.
15th. And the manager and the board and fans are advocating for players to stay.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, people, we didn't finish comfortable 15th. We finished 15th on the last day because we won and teams around us lost. It wasn't like we were 12th, 13th and lost on the last day and the teams below us won and we dropped. We jumped up to 15th. It's like people for like, and the manager want to advocate like even stuff like this. Let me get to it. Where is it? And I like the Emi Martinez signing. Do not get this misunderstood. Emi Martinez has made it clear that he's interested in signing for United, and Villa have refused to rule it out. It could take close to 40 million to sign him. United have not made a final call on replacing Onana. You know what annoys me the most? The last part. What call is there to make on Onana, people? He's dreadful.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? What is the conversation?
Mate, do you know what?
The conversation on keeping Onana. Like, okay. And everybody is there. All right.
Okay. Flawless, this is going to sound very disrespectful, innit? Yeah, and I don't mean it to sound disrespectful. When you man signed Amran, you man thought you was getting a Balenciaga manager, but it seemed like it turned out to be Primark. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even disrespecting anyone because there's nothing wrong with that shit, right? But you got to remember, them man, there was basically what I'm saying is they thought they were getting the creme de la creme, right? And this geezer is worse than Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I think he's worse than Ten Hag, because not even Ten Hag would have dropped you in this position and talking about these players like to say he birthed these players. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad. It's like he's got this love affection for players that has failed him. Doesn't he understand? They have failed him, because even if he would have won the trophy, right? You couldn't sugarcoat the season, but you could be like, okay, this is his first season, blah, 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 blah. He's had an excuse. The fact that they played so poor, The fact that they didn't win anything, the fact that they have massively declined, the fact that he's still sugarcoating these fucking players, the fact that he is telling these bums here who have disappointed him, it's okay. It's like if one of my kids disappoint me, right, by doing something stupid, and then I buy them something to say it's okay, I still love you. No, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like he doesn't care. He like. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened to Man United. I don't know when you man fell from grace like that. You know what I'm saying? Because as bad as you was under Moyes,
Ownership,
even under Ollie, under Mourinho, yeah, and the list goes on. What's it, Rednick or whatever his name is, yeah, and all the rest of them. No matter how bad you was never this bad. I remember when people used to slate Pogba, and I used to think that he got a raw deal because I thought he was a baller. I thought he was a bad man. Yeah, the players just around him was just not good enough to be on his level, on his wave level. You know what I'm saying? But yet, I don't think him with all his talent could turn this around. I don't know what the hell happened to Man United. I don't know if that juju that they put on Pogba must have bounced off him and went to you, man. Yeah, what I'm saying, like it's like you, no matter what you do, you can't
upstairs, man. It's upstairs.
You can't get this wrong.
It's the ownership. Like, you know what's crazy? All the managers and people that you mentioned, it's just all a domino effect. Because Manchester United have been this way. It's just the fact that, you know what would happen? We'd win a trophy. Or we'd finish third. Or we'd finish fourth. Or something would distract, something good would happen to distract people from all the bad, which is what the Europa League would have been. We've been Ponzi scheme FC for the longest. There's a reason we've been called that. As bad as we've been, Manchester United, and we've been, 5 finals in 5 years or something like that. 10 finals in the last 11 years. 2 trophies in the last 3 years, etc. As bad as, but when you look at us, nothing warrants that in regards to the results we're getting. And it's just a domino effect. And when you have bad ownership, it stems from the top. And that's where it is. And Ineos, because me and Vaya was talking about this, I've just come in and done worse because I remember these conversations about the footballing structure and how this and the pyramids all on socials, and this is the CEO, this is the COO, this is the technical director, this is the director of football, like it's a friggin' like it's a lineup, and how much better this footballing structure was going to make Manchester United, and they took us backwards. And that's where it is. And then I'm hearing things like, we're in for Emi Martinez. I'm all for it. Like Ed mentioned that he thinks he's mid. He's a competent goalkeeper. Do I think he's the best of the best? No. But is Emi Martinez one of the better goalkeepers in the Premier League? Yes. That's what we need. This is what I'm asking for. I'm not asking for top 1, top 2 in the position. I'm not saying, hey, you know what? Go get me. I'm trying to think of a top goalkeeper. Go get me Courtois or Courtois. Man's not asking for that across the board. I'm not asking for that. I'm saying, hey, go get me one of the better players in that position. So, for example, again, you lot are crazy. Emi Martinez for 40 million to me is a steal for what he does.
Of course he is. Well, it's better than you have.
Goalkeepers in the league. Emi Martinez.
And how many games did Onana cost you this season? How many points?
Emi Martinez to me is one of the top 5 goalkeepers in the league. 40 million is a steal to me.
Top 10 in the world.
He's easily one of the best goalkeepers in the league. And that's what we need. Is if we have that, then it's good. Run me players who are top 5, top 6 in their position. And then when you put that together in a team, cool. To Giovanni, yes, 40 million is a steal for him. What are we doing here?
Of course.
40 million for Emi Martinez. 40 million for a player who was top 5 in their position in the league is good. Is great business.
Flawless. You see, this is Flawless. Sorry for cutting you. This is what I don't understand. You see, when football fans look at certain things, they're looking for names. Yeah, just remember, Arsenal bought Ramsdale for 50 mil. Yeah, a person that got relegated twice. Sorry, 3 times now.
And I don't want further. Ramsdale did his job at Arsenal. What Ramsdale was brought in to do, he did the bit. You were supposed with him. You were supposed to become a top.
We overachieved with him, but there were several times where he costed us too, and people forget about that.
He came in to do a job to help you lot become a top 4 side.
Fair.
And then when you lot wanted to get to the next step, you brought in Rail. Whether Ray is good enough or not, that's a whole different conversation. But I'm not saying go get me Rail. Bring me my Ramsdale.
I understand that. See, I understand that, yeah. And
Emi Martinez, to you lot in the chat, Emi Martinez is better than Ramsdale.
you see, I think with a lot of Man United fans, they want big names, not realizing Man United. It's not that they can't afford big names. Of course you can. You lot are a big club. You're like top 5, top 3 in the world. I'll never when it comes to money, you can't talk with Man United with money. This is what I'm saying. I just believe that you lot should buy workhorses. You lot should just, get this player and that player instead of that name, because you don't need that name. You don't need no luxury players right now. You just need to get yourself out of 15th, right? Because it's hit the players that they're not good enough. Yeah, it's like this year. When you look at your team, what workhorses do you have in your team? You don't have any. Yeah, you've got a stat padder like Bruno, and you know what? Yeah, is he as bad as they say he is? Yeah, I think he's as bad as he says, but at least he gets his numbers. When you look around the field, who else gets their numbers? Not many, because if they did, guess what? You wouldn't have owed the Premier League like 8 goals again. Do you know what I'm saying? You would have been 15th again. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just your defense that you need to have. You need to realize that you need a midfielder. Not a big name midfielder, just a midfielder. You need, it sounds crazy, but you need like a few McTominays in your team. Just to make you lot tick, just to get you lot through the season. And then once you're in a place where you like,
I'm not saying go and get Martinez necessarily like he's my number one choice. I just think he's a competent goalkeeper. Is anyone in the chat telling me he's not a competent goalkeeper? What are we talking about here?
Mate, and that's the
Martinez
problem.
is a competent goalkeeper. What are we doing here? I'm not saying he's a world beater, he's elite. Definitely go get him. I'm saying he's a competent goalkeeper by himself. Like Mana mentioned Sells in the chat. If you think Sells is better than Emi Martinez, cool. He's not levels clear of him. If he is, it's a little bit. What are we talking about here?
No, like, I think Sells on a different system too. It doesn't do as well.
And I think people.
I rate Sells. Don't get me wrong, but
if we were to go get Sells, you know what I'd say? Yeah, cool. Because Sells is of that, but it's crazy. Yeah, so he's competent. That's my point. So how are we turning up our nose at a competent player? I don't understand that. Emi Martinez is competent for 140 million, not 80 million, 40 M's, not on big money. Don't have to worry about him acclimatizing to the league. Don't have to worry about him acclimatizing to a new country. His family settled here. If he does indeed have family, he's cool here. He's down the road. What are we talking about here? Yeah, let's be honest, Emi's better than competent, but I was just using that nephew as a reference to say, bare minimum, worst case scenario, he's competent, even if you don't rate him. And I'm cool with, if we were, like I said, if we were to go get Sells, I would have said, cool, fleck him before he left. Cool, I put all of those goalkeepers in that type of boat. We just need competent players. Milinkovic Savic, who we got linked to at Torino, also cool. But buying from within for 40 million, you know what you're gonna get. But hey, we used to their own. That's yeah. Sorry, go on then.
Mate, they just remind me of Arsenal players. You know what? When they say, "Oh, we don't need a striker, we've got Havertz in it." That's what that reminds me of. And you just gotta laugh at that shit, because if you're actually happy with Onana, who's clearly made mistakes every 4 games, that it shows where you're at, innit? Like, Onana is horrible. Like, if I could like have Onana in my team, I'd rather Alex Manninger. You know what I'm saying? And that's a throwback.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Onana, like, I could say this, yeah. I could say this, right, because of what I look like, right? And TJ knows what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Here we go.
Onana, yeah, has put black keepers, right, back like 20 years with how shit he's been. You know what I'm saying? All that work that Dina did, right? Onana just said, "Fuck you guys." Yeah, we're not having it no more. Onana is trash. Yeah, well, you might need to get him out. He is trash. Let's send him back where he came from.
He's awful, and that back to the point I'm making is that the club are undecided. The reports are coming out saying the club are undecided. What is there to decide on? Like, that's what annoys me. What are the positives? He's been here 2 years. Reports are coming out saying, "Oh, the manager likes him and they have a good relationship and all that." What has he done while you've been here? And what has he done before you while he's been here and been dreadful for 2 seasons? Let's not just clarify that. Like, let's not just like he was terrible before Amarim got here. And the club is fucking undecided. And I'm like, what? All right. And yeah, I did see this as well. Someone mentioned this to me earlier on one of the watch-alongs about Napoli will formally approach United for Sancho if they believe a move is realistic and are in touch with his representatives over personal terms. Jadon Sancho will need to take a pay cut in order to complete a move to Napoli. United prefer to sell him permanently than loan him out again, and his thoughts their valuation is around 25 million. That's from at Sky Sports _chef. Yeah, it makes sense. This about the wages parts. We got 5 million from Chelsea. Use some of that to pay off the rest of his wages, whatever he's going to miss out on at Napoli, and keep it stepping. Or on the flip side is they got a striker that they're trying to get rid of. So guess what? We have a player, Manchester United, who wants to leave and the club don't want. Napoli have a player that wants to leave and they don't want. And they also have issues with his wages. Hey, how about you lot sit down at the table and talk about this thing called a swap deal? Just figure it out. Clearly. Why not? I'm not saying it happens. But I'm saying have the conversation about getting Osimhen. Just see. They might say, no, nah, we're not interested. We want bread. Cool. But they have a player, and he has a year left on his deal. Sancho also has a year left on his deal. How many parallels do you lot need to see before we go, maybe we should sit down and discuss this? And this is what annoys me so much, that I see these things and go, is this not obvious? Word to Rashad McCants for everyone that watches Gil's Arena. Ain't it obvious? Hey, it's literally, they have the same issue with Osimhen that we have with Sancho. We need a striker. They clearly need a winger. And this makes it worse because they're interested in Garnacho. And we chose not to use Garnacho as it. And now they're interested. Common sense. It's like playing Football Manager and you're trying to sign a player. And then you go to your reserves and you see that wanted sign next to one of your players and you click it. And that club's interested. You go, you know what? Let me try to throw this player who I don't want in the deal. And people expect me to back and tell me these people are competent, and I see stuff like this. And Osimhen, you ain't even know no competition for him currently. He's rejected Saudi, and his options are extremely limited in terms of who can pay him. We're one of the few who can pay him certain. Not 300K. I'm saying negotiate. Same way with Sancho. They ain't going to pay him 300K. Negotiate. Figure it out. Because I guarantee Sancho would be interested in going to Napoli. I'm pretty damn sure Osimhen would be interested in joining Manchester United.
Facts.
But it seems again, man.
But then again, you're making too much. Like you're making too much sense in this. In this bullshit.
And not even the smartest. I'm saying that's the thing. You don't even have to be super clever to look at these things.
You're a criminal, but you're smarter than you give yourself credit for. Like I'm just saying. Look. At the end of the day, you just have to look at who is in charge the freaking the record of wreckage that he has left behind at his other clubs. Like, look, he's very, very good at running what does he do? He's like industrial like chemicals or some shit. Like he's really good at running that, but running football clubs is not it. He destroyed Nice. He destroyed whatever that Swiss club is that he ran. Now he's doing it. And now he's doing it to Man United. Like, look, at the end of the day, he's turning you guys into like even more of a corporation than you were before. He's cost cutting. Like, look, I work for a big corporation. Don C probably works for a big corporation. Like, they're cost cutting. They're doing these things to make it into a profitable business. And part of that is cutting costs and player wages and cutting corners in the amount of talent that you bring in, because you're not going to pay, like just like Arsenal, not going to pay for the people that you need to get you over the line. Like at the end of the day, like it's going to ruin your brand. It's not yet, because you guys are obviously still bringing in more brand related money than anybody else in the Premier League. But at the end of the day, it's going to ruin you guys. And you're hoping, and there's a lot of hopium in the United fan base that, you know, eventually it's going to turn around. But I mean, looking at how you guys are moving is just absolutely insane.
Yeah,
It's just absolute.
it really does. It just baffles me when I see certain things. But then I see other things. I'm like, this would just completely contradict it, because this is saying Amorim is pushing behind the scenes to get players in who can make an immediate impact. That is something he felt is required, which is why he got Cunha and Mbeumo potentially coming in, which absolutely makes sense. All of this makes that's why those two make logical sense. But why is that not everywhere else? Like, our whole team's not a problem. Cunha makes all the sense in the world, and Bremo makes all the sense in the world. Linked to Gyökeres, we linked to Delap, all the strikers we've been linked to all make perfect sense. I get it, but then it's kind of like the midfield's quiet. Then the Onana thing I was just talking about, super quiet. Why is it not active to try and go and get a better goalkeeper to come and impact us now? The one thing about finishing so low and being so bad is it's not very, very tough to get better. The pool of players you are picking from is much bigger. I keep saying this. United are not in the Arsenal situation, for example, where they are looking to go from second to first. They are looking to go from Champions League semi-finals to winning it. That pool of players you are picking from is extremely tough to find. Going from second to first is very, very tough. Going from 15th, 16th to 17th to 6th, 7th, 8th ain't as hard, because we've watched teams do it. We watched Newcastle do it. We watched Aston Villa do it. Nottingham Forest we watched do it. And you know all the things that Nottingham Forest did? Sign competent players. There's no one at the time they signed last season that we went, whoo, what a signing. They just went and got competent players who fit what's going on. They ain't signed no world beaters at the time. Newcastle a little bit different because they got a better caliber of player. But even them, Villa with Emery, all they did was sign a left back. Emery took over from Gerrard. And then man went from 17th to 7th. How? Because they had competent players there. They just had an incompetent manager. And he just put it together. And yes, our manager's incompetent, fully aware. So that's why I'm saying just go get talent. Just go get talent, throw it out there, and the talent will get you to a certain point. Well,
but Flawless, quick question. If you get Cunha and Mbeumo, just say hypothetically now, that means does Bruno go into the pivot?
Yes. Exactly. Complete idiot stuff. This is stupidness, just pure foolishness. Bruno in the pivot. And you had the chance to sell him for 110 million.
Where else can he play? Because if you get Mbeumo,
well, can Mbeumo play like a wingback type position?
He's played it for Brentford before, I was
gonna say, So I would say like Mbeumo on the wing, and then Cunha in the 10, and then Bruno in the pivot. I mean, Bruno's problem is that he's just so inconsistent. Like I think it's so hilarious that United want to get rid of Brentford or want to get rid of Fernandes, but he's statistically been one of your best players, and that just shows how in the mud you are. But him in the pivot, I agree, is crazy. But still, I mean, the signings make sense, but you just need so much more. In my opinion.
And that's where it is. And so the thing is, I'm cool with just improve the spine. If we get a goalkeeper and a centre mid alongside, because I think the Mbeumo deal gets done in a striker, I'll be happy. That 5, I am cool with. If we go get a goalkeeper, a central midfielder, Mbeumo, and a striker alongside Cunha, I'm cool going into the season. Because you know why? You might have attempted to improve the spine of the team. Is there other additions that could be made? Yes. But we're playing one game a week. I go with that as a 5. Cool. And it seems you lot with Cunha deal, like I've mentioned, and Mbeumo, I think a good deal will get done. The striker, cool. Whoever the central midfielder is, let's say he's just a competent, and same with the goalkeeper. All right. And we just messing this up. I'm not even asking for the best of the best. I'm not saying, hey, go get me world beaters and top quality players right now. I'm literally saying competent. I didn't say great.
Isn't Casemiro out of contract?
No, I think he's got a couple of years left. He's got a couple of years left. Yeah. And that's it. And then we got all these players to sell, and we just moving slow with that. And I go, all right, I still give you time, because it's only the 19th now of June, but we really and truly need to get a move on with this. Because like preseason starts it's probably like a month and a little bit of change from now. And it just like sees, and to nothing but aesthetics who says get a new manager because at the end of the day, competent players might not still bang under Amarim's system. He's definitely not, but I understand the manager's not going anywhere. The manager's not going anywhere.
Nope.
Yeah.
He will eventually get sacked. So what I'm saying is bring as much talent to the football club as possible so the next manager at least has a better pool of players to pick from. Also, I want Amarim to have a better pool of players to pick from because he'll still pick these shit guys if they're still here. Hoyland's still going to play. Garnacho's still going to play. Onana's still going to play. All of these guys. So that's why I'm just like, move these lot on so we can't even pick them. I've been staying this. I don't want the next guy to be able to live. This is why I didn't want a new manager in the summer in particular. Just a new manager, I should say. This is why I kept saying, get rid of everyone. Don't bring in a new guy to pick this lot. I'm not trying to see no remontadas and, oh, what can he do with Rashford? No. Time's up. It's over, people. It's over. And someone said in the chat as
Rashford
well
to
about...
Tottenham.
Yeah, send him Spurs. And who says no, Victor wants huge wages. That's why you negotiate. He does want big wages. Sit down at the table with him and negotiate. It's easy. These people get paid great money to do a very, very tough job. This is why you are compensated. It's easy when you're signing a player and he wants 100K. All right, take the 100K. This is where you earn your money. Osimhen wants 300K. Do I believe he's worth that even though he's my top pick? No. So go and sit down with him and negotiate something. Say, here's 200K. And then you offer him incentives where if he hits these incentives, you make 400K a week. You say, all right, you score X amount of goals, X amount of appearances, X amount of assists. The team win this. You get this. Again, incentivize him. And if he says no, you say, all right, cool. And you walk away from the table. They're not going to negotiate. But who knows, man?
I was about to say that because you lot, I think the issue with Man United over the last few years is that when you sign players on too much money and you don't do the whole bonus scheme, right? So there is no incentive. So regardless, let's say you're giving someone 250 a week. Let's say Bruno gets 250 a week. Regardless of him scoring or not, he's still going to get 250 a week. You implement a bonus scheme, guess what? These players are fucking greedy players. We are greedy human beings. As human beings, unfortunately, you put a bonus scheme in any person's workplace, they're working towards that. Yeah, Bruno gets 15 goals, he gets an extra 20 grand or extra 50 grand. You know what I'm saying? You know that he's going to try to get to his target. Yeah, whether he fails or not, at least you know they try to get to their target. Instead of that, Man United give them that 250 grand a week, just like that. And now, as bad as Arsenal are at times, right? That's the kind of things that we do. Like most of our players are on bonus schemes. You know what I'm saying? So they have to get a certain amount of goals. They have to play a certain amount of games to actually qualify for that. And that's probably why that Pussio's always playing Havertz up front. You know what I'm saying? All right? For him to make what he wants so he can stay when it is what it is. But that's what I think Man United should start implementing, that like you can make 300 grand a week as long as you score every other game. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, like, so it's like incentives.
It's a negotiation. Like that's what it is. Like these people, this easy. The reason why you get paid big money is to do tough deals. Yo, how did you lot get Osimhen for 150? How did you lot get Osimhen for 150K a week? Like that should be a part of the conversation. Now, if he turns around and says no, you say cool. Really, it's not the end of the world. He's not the only striker that's available. I just don't like the whole he wants 300K a week, so don't go sit down with him.
Oh.
What kind of shit is that? I'm saying, so you're not going to approach a pretty girl because of a man them approach her. This is what we doing. For real. This is what you're doing. You ain't going to DM a chick because you got X amount of followers. I'm saying. Or you ain't going to approach a girl when you're out in a rave or a club or whatever because someone else approached her. What we do, obviously, you might have married, but you don't understand my
life.
Yeah, this is for single men only. I'm saying. Love to Mrs. Dunsey if she's watching. Love to Mrs. TJ Warren if she's watching. This isn't aimed at your behalf. I'm talking to single guys to use an analogy. I have to use that. Like that's what makes no sense to me. And if people act like if he says no, it's the end of the world, keep it stepping. And you go and, hey, you know what? Duran's available on loan. Go approach him. Duran's not available. Hey, go Ekatike. Hey, if not, Mateta. Or if not, go to your scouting department and say, hey, I need a fucking striker. What's the list? Huh? Them people that are paid so well. You go up to the scouting floor department recruitment team and say, hey, I'm looking for a striker that does this, this, and this. What are you lot telling me? Because they're paid very well too to go and find one. Because like I keep stating, Gyökeres, who is highly rated here, Don C's mentioned it, TJ's mentioned it, I've mentioned him, was in the country. How did everybody miss him? I keep stating this. He was here. He was at Coventry in the championship. And all the scouts and everybody missed him. And one of the biggest teams in Portugal said, yeah, bring him. It weren't like it was Braga or it was Boa Vista. This was Sporting Lisbon, one of the biggest teams over there said, yeah, bring him. And now they're going to sell him for double, treble, whatever they signed him for. So go to the championship. Clearly there's players there. Gyökeres came from there. Tony was there. Watkins was there. I found this out the other day. Semenyo was there. So clearly there's something that's clearly the championship is producing players at a good rate. Because I didn't even know Semenyo was there until the other day. I had no idea. And someone was like, oh yeah, he was at, I think it was Bristol. So telling me you lot can't go scout in the championship. Go find me play. Dalak was there. Morgan Rogers was there. One of my favorite players to watch. Morgan Rogers was there.
It's true.
And everybody, all right. But there's no, right. I'm at a loss, like, in what these football clubs is doing, man. Like, it's just.
Yeah, it's like, where do they scout? I don't get it.
And to Giovanni, who says your club is the same, but y'all don't win. So what kind of bonus? You get individual bonuses. If you're as good as you say you are, then it's calm. You'll still score goals, right? And we'll be a better team because of you. If you're as good, if you're giving me if you want 300K a week, not only are you putting up good individual performances and producing as an individual, this is a team game. So you need to help the team win. You can get me 25 league goals, I'll probably be a better side. So that's what I'd say. Tell him. Sit down. Again, negotiate. And if he says no, you go, all right, cool. Fast. Big up to Jacob in the chat as well. Man said Rogers was
no, big up Jacob. Do not pick a Jacob up. Do not do that. Never.
Rogers is
let's not do this, innit?
Fraud.
That's another day.
And Dazi says Manchester United can't afford to take risks. They deem all the scouting in the champs as a risk. It's low risk. Let's say we would have went and signed Morgan Rogers for 9 million and Morgan Rogers turned out to be terrible. That's better than going to sign somebody for 59 million and it goes wrong and it would be a big money. Yes, Anthony or Morgan Rogers. Worst case, it's low risk. It's low risk, high reward, to be honest. Let's say we would have signed Gyökeres from Coventry and he didn't bang, but we signed him for 20 million. Better him than Hoyland for 72. So you gotta be sensible. Like, all right, well, 7 M's, 9 M's makes too much sense. But these people are paid too much money, Dunsey, to be making these type of making these terrible decisions and not having these thoughts. Like, all right, and I understand their job is tough, but it's like you lot just be. I don't know what they be doing. I really don't at times. See, I didn't even notice. Wharton was at Blackburn and Raya was in the championship too with Brentford. Now, if Palace sold Wharton, how much would he be? Talking 70, 80 million if they sold him now.
Yep.
And they probably signed him for what? 2 million, 3 million, 4 million.
I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't like talking too well about our current ownership because they don't get us over the line. But I still think that Raya signing for 30 million was fantastic. Yeah. I mean, it was fantastic.
I think he's a very good goalkeeper.
And I'm glad we didn't sign him when he was in the championship because I think he really made his bones that season before. The season before he came to Arsenal, statistically speaking, at Brentford, he was the best goalkeeper in the league. Period. I think Ramsdale was a couple behind him. Like Ray, I'm sorry. Like I know he makes mistakes, but he is the best goalkeeper in the league for a reason.
Yeah,
like he's fantastic. I mean, he wins the Golden Gloves for a reason. I shouldn't say he's the best goalkeeper in the league because Alisson.
Oh, big up to Saliba and Gabriel for that as well.
Oh yeah. Saliba, Gabrielle, Rice. I mean, you can go down.
Yeah,
Miles Lewis
defensively, he on
Skelly.
point. Yeah, Miles Lewis Skelly. And speaking of actually, before I get to this, AJ, I get to this shortly. Don't worry about that. Miles Lewis, because he was linked to Real Madrid, but it seems you lot are getting the deal sorted. So Miles Lewis Skelly is close to signing a new contract to Arsenal. Fresh long-term deal to make 18-year-old England international among world's best paid young players. Mikel Arteta vital to the Arsenal renewal, negotiated by his mother, Marcia Lewis, at The Athletic. And that's from @Charles_Watts on Twitter. Shouts to Lewis Skelly. Big up his mumsy doing the deal as well. Love that. Thoughts on this,
Can I ask you a
TJ?
question?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Sorry, TJ, I don't mean to cut you off here. I just want to say
go
one
ahead, bro.
thing before you go ahead. I know the transfer windows opening, but is it possible for us to loan out Arteta for a season and see what happens? Do you think it's possible?
Say that again? What did you say? Say that again.
Do you think I know the transfer windows opening here. Do you think we can loan out Arteta just for one season?
That's a load out of management.
This guy's hilarious.
That's
Oh
crazy,
man, come on, man! Like we signed Miles Skelly to a new contract, and we still got that fraud. But okay,
Hey, new signings, Dancy. Don't worry about it. Like MLS is going to be like a new signing, bro. Don't worry about it. Jesus, when he comes back from injury and we get to watch his Road to Recovery video part 2, he's going to be like a new signing. MLS is going to be like a new signing. I'm thrilled by this, by the way. And look, like if Arteta was a big reason, look, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Helen Keller, they could all see that Miles Lewis Skelly is a fantastic player with a bright future. Like, he's an England international at 18 years old, 17 years old. He got his first cap. Like, he is a big player. And I'm thrilled that he is staying. Like, he is the left back that we have been asking for, like, outside of obviously Kieran Tierney, but the manager was never going to play him. But he is the true profile of an inverted left back that Arteta wanted. And look, I'm not the biggest fan of Arteta, but when his system worked, it does work. And the person that executes it the best has been Miles Lewis Skelly over the past 3 years of us watching Zinchenko struggle inverting from the left back position, Calafiore struggle from the inverted left back position, and Tierney was never going to do that. He was always going to be the left back that was overlapping to the outside, playing to the outside, supporting the winger, right? So, like, you watch Miles Lewis Skelly, and I've said this before, but I got to say it again. He inverts into the midfield and gets into the final third, and he's so calm on the ball for an 18-year-old. He's brimming with confidence. I mean, outside of that PSG series where I feel like he just completely shit himself for some reason, but I think that's just him being young. But he's going to grow into a world-class left back, in my opinion. So this is a huge signing for signing. This is a huge extension for us, and shows that we're actually locking up some positions, with future quality players. So yeah, I'm thrilled by this, to be honest. I just wish we could do it at the other 10 positions. So,
you don't have to worry about him, because reports were saying that Madrid was looking at him. So it seems that you lot have staved off losing him on a free. Because you know what it's like, man, Madrid, when it comes to taking English fullbacks from English clubs. We already know, we've seen it.
Yeah. Trent, great game today, by the way.
Big up Trent.
People was cocking him, man. People was cocking Trent, man. Cocking him.
I don't know why, man.
Dude, he was so bad today. He was so bad.
Espaniola, hola, and all of that, yeah. My man's doing his thing for the Madridists. They just hate us.
People was cooking him out. I was like, damn. Jeez. All right, first. It is, but yeah, your thoughts on it, don't see what you're saying.
Do you know what? Yeah, to be honest, when we're talking about Skelly, he's amazing. See, I can't say much more than what my brother in arms, TJ Warren, said. You know what I'm saying? Because he just smashed it. All I could just add to that is that you could see the difference between when Arteta played Skelly and Arteta played Tierney, yeah, on left back. When Skelly got in the team, Tierney wasn't even an afterthought. And when he did bring on Tierney, do you know where he played Tierney? On left wing, and kept on Skelly at left back because they knew that Skelly could invert and Tierney couldn't. So they're good going forward. He can invert one player, and Tierney could go in and put in those crosses with his left foot. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame to see Tierney go because he's an amazing player, but football moves on. And I'm glad that we signed Skelly to a new deal simply because Skelly is the future at left back. He is Arsenal's future at left back. Yeah, he's not just a player; he's a motherfucking piece of shit of a player that I love. This is what I'm saying. He's that player, right? That will banter you for days, and that's what Arsenal need. Arsenal needs a little bit of grit, a little bit of steel. You see, when man's fighting and man's smiling in man's face, you get me. That's the kind of shit hazard you need. You know what I'm saying in football. I just hope that Arsenal matches Skelly's ambitions. You know what I'm saying? Because as happy as I am now to know that he's signing new contracts, in 2 to 3 years' time, someone else could be signing that contract for him. You know what I'm saying? He could be out of the door because we haven't met his kind of ambition. If he is the player that we hope he will be for Arsenal, Arsenal need to win. And it's not just him. It's any player, any young British, American, Chinese, whatever player you are at Arsenal, yeah, that these Arsenal's call a baller. You know what I'm saying? As happy as I am today for him, in 2 years' time, it could all turn around if we're in the same place, in the same position. Me and TJ will be doing the same thing. Do you know what we're guaranteed to do? Look for Tony and say goodbye to the Arsenal hopefuls. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that's guaranteed that's going to come at this time at the end of the season, or let's say just before the transfer window. Right? We need to add. We need to add. As like I said, as happy as I am today for him, and I'm over the moon because as a player, like I done a show with the Mud Bros 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, where we done like say the best player to come in the season, and I put Skelly. And even though Skelly came in, I think it was 8 games in. It's not the fact that he came in, it's what he did when he came in. He knocked off Saka as being our most important player. Attacking and defensively. Yeah. He got goals in big games. You know what I'm saying? When it mattered, and throughout the whole season, I could say that he had one poor game. And that poor game, okay, cool, it was against PSG, but guess what? It wasn't even that bad. I should tell you why, because PSG actually lifted the Champions League. So to have a poor game at the future champions of the Champions League, do you know what? Yeah, you could take that as a pinch of salt. Do you know what I'm saying? And how many games he played? He played about 30 games and he had one bad game. Come on, man, this kid is special. Do you know what I'm saying? I just hope that we can match his ambition. Otherwise, next few years, we're going to be like, oh, that's another Ashley Cole.
Damn, that's fast. Hey, big up to everyone that's tapped in. I know I ain't said this much during this live stream, but run up the likes. There's over 115 of you lot in the building. Run up the likes. I don't know how many. Let me actually double check how many. But pay the tax, people. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV as well, people. Links underneath in the description. That's TJ's channel, TJ Warren TV. We're at 84 likes, people. Hey, girls up to 100 likes, people. A final few questions before we do indeed close out as well. Just keep them United or Arsenal related. I'm just looking here to see if we actually missed anything. And big up to AJ. Ask this. He says, questions, please, for Duncy and TJ. Preseason starts July 23rd. Are you guys worried yet? Because personally, I'm fuming, and I'm fuming at watching Better closely. I know you like answered this already. Big up to Prime in the chat as well. But yeah, Duncy, Thursday. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, big up AJ. No, I mean we did talk about this earlier, but I will reiterate that we're just doing the same thing that we always do. Me and Flawless are having the same conversations we had last summer and then the summer before that. We're talking about bringing in a project striker at 65 to 80 million. Sound familiar? Kai Havertz, Benjamin Sesko. You know, just draw the same parallels that you want to see. I still think we're gonna go out to Asia and we're gonna kick the shit out of Tottenham. I'm not worried about that. But I am worried about the larger picture. Obviously, we have a really, really tough fixture list at the beginning of the season. Obviously, we'll end up playing them anyway. But I mean, playing Liverpool, at Anfield. And you know, in the first couple of games of the season, playing United, even though they're shit, out at Old Trafford is still a tough challenge for us because we beat ourselves, right? So, like at the end of the day, like I'm always going to be worried about this club until we start being serious. Like we're not. Like we can be linked to Gyökeres. I think Gyökeres is going to be the next Draxler for us, to be honest. But and we'll bring in the Sesko and all the top gooners will love it. Arteta will continue to be backed. We'll get third or second this season, and I'll be sitting here a little older, a little fatter here in June of 2026, and we'll be fucking talking about the same thing again.
What are you saying, Dunsey? I know you mentioned it earlier, but AJ did ask this. So
yeah, do you know what? I'm not even worried because do you know when you've been through this so many times, it is what it is. Like TJ said, we're gonna go, we're gonna play some pre-league football, we're gonna smash that bullshit team they call Tottenham. Do you see what I'm saying? Them in the European fucking Cup, the first fucking major trophy that they've won in over 30 years. They can go stick up their blood clot ass, yeah. The only thing that I'm unhappy about is that Big Anger's left the pussy, yo, because he gave me so many memories of that fucking highline. I don't give a shit what you lot are fucking want. You lot will always be shit in my eyes, yeah. Come talk to me when you win the Premier League, yeah. Then he can
second rate Europa League trophy, by the way.
You know, I've got so much respect for you, yeah, because you're a great content creator. But talk to me when you win a fucking what is it, Premier League title, yeah? Because I will shamelessly say I have my Cup Winners' Cup before you say, but you men ain't won in Europe. I have a Cup Winners' Cup. I can show you mine. Pause. Now show me your Premier League. Okay, if you can't.
I just like how all these Spurs fans. Hold on, I don't mean to interrupt you, Don, but like all these Spurs fans out here talking like they won something big. Look, you won the third-rate Europa League trophy in literally the worst field that competition has ever seen. I'm not getting off of this. Like, look, because you guys would be saying the same shit to us if we had just won the Europa League and we were touting it, and you beat the worst Manchester United team. You beat the worst Manchester United team in 50 fucking years, and you're being like, oh yeah, we won a trophy. We're a trophy, Arsenal fans. Dude, the last time you guys won the first division, number one, it was still called the first division. Number two, your parents probably weren't even born yet. So, like, what the fuck are we talking about? 2 generations have gone since you guys have won a Premier League or a first division trophy. So hold that. You guys cannot hold a candle to us. You cannot. Sorry, Don. I'm over about this.
No, it's okay. No, we got to remember, yeah. Tottenham ain't used to winning this. It's like Ray used. It's like if me and you walk with our females down the road, yeah, we know how to act, yeah. If Ray has a female, yeah, he like walking down the road with her, he wouldn't know how to act. We're like Arsenal. He's like,
you wouldn't have a clue, man. You would not have a clue. You are spot on.
Yeah. The 2 girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
The look on Flawless's face just kills me every fucking time.
Like I keep on saying, Tottenham don't know how to act here because they don't know how to act with a trophy. So they're gonna act like this. This is what I'm saying. Bless their socks. It's like when a child learns that they can run. You know what I'm saying? Or drinks by themselves. They get so excited. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you know when a dog's happy to see someone, yeah? They jump up on them and they might actually piss themselves. You get what I'm saying? That's what Tottenham do. You get me? Bless their cotton socks. They won something. Do you know what it is? I'm happy for man like Jacob. I'm happy for man like Jez. Even M. Dinero. You know what I'm saying? Big them up each and every time, but fuck your team. Yeah? Because if you might win something next season, do you know what I'll say? Congratulations.
They aren't going to win anything.
Fuck Tottenham, yeah, and fuck all of you. You hear what I'm saying? But I do.
I can't wait. I can't wait for them to be like 11th, and people are going to be like, "We miss Big Ange." Fucking losers. I'm sorry. I can't stand them.
This is crazy work, man. This is crazy work, man. It's so unnecessary, yo. Does it need to attack Spurs in that manner? So, man, the biggest.
Apologize to your side bitch.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know. Big up to Giovanni as well. Says, what's up with Cali? I hope everyone stays safe out there in regards to California and what's going on. So I hope everyone is good out there. I know Eddie had mentioned it as well, but he's in the Bay, so he's good. But yeah, I don't know if it's quieting down, but I'm not sure because I've not seen anything on socials. But I hope everyone's good out there. Really,
Yeah, I
really
think
good.
everything. I think everything's calming down, sort of.
No,
But
that's good. And big up to Giovanni. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Also, let's see. Yeah, you already answered this about the points tally. Big up to Facts.
Big up,
Two.
Fats.
Let's see what else is going on. I'm just making sure I got to everything. Hold up 1 second. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. In regards to news that Side dropped in the chat and all the things, it's been a minute. So we had plenty to discuss. And I know Side didn't drop it in the chat, but I did see it was Ornstein mentioned how United is still keen on the Embremo move, how we expect it to get done. We've agreed personal terms with him. It's just about the deal, getting the actual transfer deal done with Brentford. And that's what's not stalling it, but that's the stumbling block. Just get a deal done. That's where I'm at with it. I'm just saying, just get the deal done. Understand it's tough, but just pay them the money that they want. Reports are coming out saying they want similar to the Cunha money. I think we offered like 55 million. Cunha was like 62.5. Pay them the extra 10 million. Just haggling over small amounts. We're not worlds apart. And then Bremo fits exactly what Manchester United are doing and have Manchester United have going on. Like, let's get the deal done. I actually think we'll do the deal. And be a very, very good player and keep it stepping. And big up to Josh as well for the raid, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Big up, man. Everyone who's joined over from the raid. Big up. Love everyone. Anything you might want to add that we've not spoken about? Any topics you might want to bring up on the Arsenal side of things?
I want to ask Don C if we do get Gyökeres over the line, because I alluded to this earlier and I probably said way too much. If we do get Gyökeres over the line, where do you see us finishing?
Are we talking about only Gyökeres or are we adding a few more players to that?
I could add Sesko there, man.
No.
Yeah, I'll take Sesko. You know what?
I'll take Sesko as a backup.
Yeah. Yeah. So because we know Gyökeres can play on the wing as well, so that'd be okay. But if we do get Gyökeres, if we just get Gyökeres, do you know what? Like, I don't think that's enough. I think that we're going to be the bridesmaids again. If we get Gyökeres, we need three more players after Gyökeres. Like, and if we get, let's say hypothetically, we get Gyökeres and a Rodrigo and one more player, yeah, I will be a lot more confident in challenging for the league.
Yeah.
If we just get Gyökeres, I don't think it's enough. Simply because as good as Gyökeres is, like goal scoring wise, we need creators. And we see that as much of a workhorse Declan Rice is, he's not really a creator like that. Partey, if Partey stays, and that's a big if because he hasn't signed anything yet, he can create, but he's no Cazorla in that position. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Odegaard, like, fucking hell, I don't know who goes missing more, him or Tony. You know what I'm saying? They're probably both in a chalet linked up somewhere. This is what I'm saying, drinking Red Bull or something like that. So like Vieira can stay where he is, the pussy. Or I don't want him back in my team. Like,
Never heard of him.
Just
I only know Patrick. That's
Patrice. We got Patrice here. We got this fucking fake. It's like, I don't know what to call him. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like a man-made beef. No one wants to eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, sir. It's just hard because if we just get Gyökeres, I can't see anything but, like, honestly, if we get Gyökeres, we're finishing third. I'll tell you that straight up and down.
If you lot sign Gyökeres, what does that mean for Havertz? Or does he push him into the midfield?
Maybe that pushes him back into the midfield. I don't think there's any way that you bench Kai Havertz.
Yeah, you don't bench your highest center, so it'd be Havertz, Odegaard, and Rice.
Yep, and then you'd have backup in Zubamendi.
Zubamendi be there. Moreno's backup as well. Jesus.
Yeah.
Odegaard,
I mean,
Havertz,
he's never gonna bench Havertz. I mean, let's be real with it. Like, Like if he had to play Havertz on the left somewhere, he would do it. Like any way to get Havertz into the lineup. Like I don't know what blackmail Havertz has on Arteta, but it has to be huge.
I don't think it's blackmail. I think because you spent not big money, but a decent amount size of money, but also the wages. That's where it's because you spent.
And we said 2 years. We said 2 years ago when we spent 65 million, and he was getting over 200 bags. You're just like, what? Like how? What has he done to deserve that? Other than one good game in a Champions League final. Like, and that wasn't even a good game.
Do you know what, TJ? What's funny was I watched someone stream before, and we all probably know who I want to talk about when I say this. I'm not going to mention any names, so I can't be bothered. It's too late. But they said that if we get this dude right, that Havertz should be shoehorned as a number 10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
An older dad.
Right, play Odegaard deep line, and just hearing that makes my fucking blood boil. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm really not gonna say his name because I really can't be bothered. I'm not gonna start myself off. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Havertz not playing. It's just hard, just because it's because I don't want Odegaard playing in the position that he is anyway, right? Because that's not his position. We need a playmaker. That's what it is. We don't need Havertz, but we know he's going to play because of the money. Yeah, Twisted Fate. If that's the name that you're going with, I'm not going to confirm nor deny. You know what I'm saying? But that's we got to see it as when it comes to certain players, we need more. We need more attacking, and it's not that Gyökeres makes us better or makes us worse. It puts us in a stagnated position as we've been in the last few years, because we can see what Man City's doing. We can see what Liverpool's doing. So if it's not like 2 seasons ago when we needed a striker. We don't just need a striker now. Fucking Martinelli is piss poor. Trossard is a bench guy, and I wouldn't give a shit if we got rid of him. We need a fucking playmaker. We need a fucking playmaker. You know what I'm saying? If we can sort out those positions and get someone like Rodrigo in, then do you know what, right? I'll be the first person to say, flawless, you know what, brother? We're going to win the league. You get me? So tell you why, because we have cover in those positions. We have players that I can think that could take us to the next step. And what's the next step from second? Any idiot that can actually do maths will know what I'm going. But until we do that, I don't see anything positive coming from next season, apart from rants, and a lot of them.
Hey, it's positives. We'll see what's what. I hear it. And big up Rasta Crab in the chat as well, man. Big up Crab every single time. Subscribe to Beijing Reds TV. That's crazy though, to shoehorn the Havertz. And let's say you do sign Gyökeres, I think would be a good signing for you. Like, I rate him. Like, you'll just bench Havertz and just put Odegaard, Rice, and let's say Zubimendi in the midfield.
Well, it literally took him over a month and a half of bad form to land on the bench last season, like, and for him to play Jesus coming off of an injury. Like, people forget about that. Like, he has backed this German giraffe till the cows come home, man. Like, and we said this again, and I keep alluding to it again. We were sitting here 2 years ago saying this signing is going to be what makes or breaks Arteta at Arsenal, which is why I think Arteta keeps doubling down, because he knows it too. And and the same people that you were talking about, Don, are doing that as well, because they have to double down, because they've invested too much. They don't want to admit that they're wrong. Just say that you're wrong, put him on the bench. I think he can come in and be an impact player on the bench. I think he can. Like, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Havertz is a Premier League player. He's just not a Premier League starter. Like, I said the same thing about Trossard. You know, he can come in, he can do a job. He can provide the vibes. But at the end of the day, he's not going to be a consistent force for you. So just admit you were wrong, relegate him to the bench, and get in somebody that can be a consistent performer, game in, game out. Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah, it's really not that tough. It's like you just refusing to go on, don't you?
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with that. Like, keep him for the bench, keep him, to boost up our squad, because I'm not going to take away the goals that he scored for us. Yeah, and I'm not saying he hasn't been pivotal in like where we have where we are at this point in time, or towards last season. I'll never do that to any player. but he's just not good enough to start us, to lead the line. It's just like Odegaard is not good enough as a captain. Yeah, Havertz is not good enough to lead our line. It's as simple as that. Me and TJ can see it. Some of us Arsenal fans can see it. Even that flawless brother can see it. You know what I'm saying? And he hates Arsenal. I just don't see why Arteta can't see all these so-called top gooners out there that can see it, man. But hey, who wants to argue with a top idiot anyway? I swear, I mean gooner. Is what it is.
Yeah, it's like, yo, just why are you putting the Havertz signing over like what's better for the team? That's what don't make no sense. That's what makes zero sense. Like if you actually did bench him and brought in Gyökeres and then the team was performing better and you won, surely that's all right. I made an error, I rectified it, rather than just sticking with Havertz. Because Havertz and Odegaard in the midfield trio is dreadful. That is dreadful. Like profile wise, like you are leaving whether it's Rice, whether it's Zubimendi, Partey by himself on an island to do. Because neither of them two are doing any form of defending.
Hey mate,
Neither
did we
of them
not
are doing
see
any.
fucking Moreno in midfield when we played PSG? And look what happened to us. And you want to put Havertz in there? That's just the same
Yeah, and we've
profile
seen
of
that happen.
midfielder as Moreno. These people are just stupid. That's the thing. They're just fucking stupid.
It's just it's all copium. It's all blind backing of whatever the manager is going to do. I mean, even like, and don't get me wrong, we played one of we played the best team in the world and lost. Like, but as much as people are saying, oh yeah, well we competed with, let's give ourselves we competed with PSG trophy. We didn't. We really didn't compete. We got killed. If we're being honest. So there's incremental improvement that we need to make at positions, and part of that is going to be relegating players making 200 plus K to the bench. It's okay if it improves the team. It's okay. You got to remember, these people are paid employees of the club. And look, if there's somebody doing a job better than me at my job and they replace me at my job, I would understand it because that's a business decision.
Yeah, you get it.
If I'm not performing, I would expect to be replaced. Showing up to the office, freaking kicking my feet up, somebody coming in and actually doing the work. Don't be surprised if you get relegated, bro. That's the way it is. It's life.
Been called into many offices. Why didn't you do the work? That's what it is. Sorry. That's all I can do is apologize. I'm just like, yeah, you
all right. Well, I get it.
I'm like, you right, man. Why have you not hit your targets? Yeah, I'm struggling, man. It is what it is.
But it's you know, it's this competition. It's like these players, and I think it's what TJ said. It's like instead of people just putting their hands up and saying, "Do you know what? I was wrong," right? They're trying to. It's like this year. Can you imagine if Arsenal won something next season? They'll be the one with the loudest voice. They'll be like, "You see, I told you what you told me that after 5 fucking years." Yeah, it was gonna win something. Are you fucking stupid? That's just law of averages now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So
like
so
we're so fucking due. We are so due. It's insane.
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's like if Arsenal go 5 goals without a fucking and it's actually flawless that put me on this. If Arsenal go 5 goals without a fucking set piece goal, yeah, we're getting that set piece goal. He showed me that, and I was like, no, me and him go back and forth like that. And guess what happened when I was on his stream? We got that set piece goal, and he didn't even say that. He just gave me that fucking arsehole of a smile that he's doing now, yeah, and looked at me, and I'm like, okay, it's cool, man, but still, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why is it FD? Yeah, because I was right. This is crazy work, yo. This happens in this space all the time, it's mad.
Hey, mate, you
it's not that you were right. It's not that you are right. That's not the problem. You're right a lot, Flawless. You're right a lot. Yeah. It's just how you act when you are right. Like, let's be real with it. You're one of the smartest creators on this space. The reason we don't say it is because you're an asshole. That's why.
No, it's true. Flawless. At least with me, yeah. I'm an arsehole, yeah, and everyone knows I'm an arsehole. I don't try not to be an arsehole. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I call people out left, right, and center, yeah. I say what the fuck is on my mind without any apologies, yeah, and I just say it, yeah. I don't mean any harm to anyone, but you know what? I grew up in a day and age. We say what we mean. Do you know what I'm saying? We can shake hands and do all the rest of it afterwards, but we talk how we talk, right? Flawless. Is an amazing guy, like TJ said. but he's a what? Like I said, he's one of those pussios, yeah, that'll fucking they'll slap you in the back of your head, yeah, turn around like to say it wasn't me. He's that guy, bro.
I need
He's
a
what I'm saying.
sarcasm city. I need a sarcasm city TV clips, compilation of us just crashing on Flawless. Like not
Well,
just
I think
us, not just us,
everybody.
but literally everybody across
Yeah.
all the platforms. Because
Yeah.
you like I said this to you before, and I don't want to give you too much credit, but I mean, even when you were losing 7-0 at Liverpool, you were still winning debates. Like you're a very, very smart individual.
TJ,
But it's just
fight for
that
my life.
smile, that wry, like, I know I got it.
Don't
I know
piss
I
me off.
got you. Like, it's just the way it is, you know. And I don't like complimenting you. I've said that for the last 2 years. I don't like doing that.
You have said
But you know,
this
at the end of the
countless
day,
times.
it is what it is. Game recognized game.
It
You
is.
know?
Bro.
Yeah, I'm sure Prime's just clipped that up, so I'm sure Prime will put together a long compilation of that.
Yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
I'm pretty sure Prime will do that. I'm pretty sure he will. Hey, Slims, don't watch the laugh, man. Like that's just me, just is yeah. There you go. See, Prime's in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the Clips channel as well. Subscribe to the damn Clips channel. Run up the likes. I don't even know if we're at 100 yet, but make sure you do so. And also Steve's live as well on the playback. You know what I'm saying? Steve's live on the playback, people. So make sure you head over there. And to JT, yeah, because Vay is a very smart individual. Don't get misunderstood. He's very, very smart. That's why he's here. That's why I'm just not around as is TJ,
Smart.
This is why I bring these people around me. Yeah, he's slick. He's a wordsmith. As I done see. Like you lot can't be tricked. You don't know fall for the nonsense.
And we call
That's
that
what it is.
bullshit, innit? It's funny, yeah, because Flawless asks those uncomfortable questions, yeah. TJ will just laugh at you and call you an idiot. You know what I'm saying? In his nice ways. You see, TJ is so nice with it. He's so nice with it.
I've learned a long time ago. I learned a long time ago because I've been in this space now for like 2.5 years. I learned a long time ago that if a dumb question gets asked, you don't have to answer it.
Yeah.
You just don't be if you're new to this space, if you don't like a question, you don't have to fucking answer it. You really don't. People will try to do that to you and call you out and catch you out. Just be like, no, the question is stupid. Just be like it is what and I try to be nice. I try to be nice on here, but there's several times, especially when I'm on that Jordanian frauds channel, you saw him, where you just gotta ignore the question.
People do, yeah. People, I've seen countless people ask me that, like, yeah. Troops does that shit all the time.
Troops does it too.
All the time to me, and I'm like, he asked me, sir. I was looking at him like, yo, this is not what we're doing today. Like, no. Like, man sees the bullshit a mile off. Like, come on, man. That tricked me with this. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's crazy. They're involved in that. But make sure you subscribe. TJ Warren TV. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Normally you get this show on a Saturday, but during the transfer window without any football, like the other shows, it will vary. So if some big news breaks with Arsenal, we'll either try to go live that night or definitely the day after, and so forth with all the other shows as well. But there is a playlist for this show on the channel, people. Not only this show, all the shows on the channel, there's a playlist for. So you can click the playlist, see all the shows there. Don't forget, available on all audio platforms as well: Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. Run Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us. All that good stuff as well. And like Prime said, speaking of Vader, the latest upload on the Clips channel is Lex dropping the Rico case on Vader. That shit was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. But true. It really, really was. Well, you lot find a few questions in the chat. I'm trying to think. Yeah, is that everything with you lot? I think that's everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, and I don't want to talk about Kepa. I don't want to talk about us signing any more Chelsea pensioners. We covered Trent being garbage at Real Madrid today. Surprise to nobody.
Well, actually, don't be a closest rival. What were you man's thoughts on City if you watched it? Obviously, they ran out and ended up running out 2-0 winners over Wydad. But yeah,
I think. Well, and Staffy was educating me on Wydad. Moroccan powerhouses. I don't watch the Moroccan league. Shocker. But I mean, it's just solid. They're going to make it out of the group stage. Like, look, at the end of the day, and we haven't talked about the Club World Cup, but this is my opinion on it. Like, it's a blatant cash grab that FIFA is doing a terrible job at getting cash from. You're scheduling games in the United States of America at 3 p.m. on a Monday. Nobody's going to that shit. Nobody like I'm sorry to say that, unless you're a diehard and you're coming in from another country, and I'm not going to get into the politics of that either. Like people don't necessarily want to come here right now, which I don't blame them. Especially if you're from certain regions of the world, which is shameful, but I won't get into that. But you're dealing with that, and then you're dealing with the fact that these games are not amenable to American schedules. Like unless you don't have a job and you have a bunch of income, you're not going to these games at 3 p.m. Like you're just not.
On a Monday, you're working.
So and it's horrible optics. Like and that's what I'm saying. It's horrible optics. Like everybody there, you see the games like Inter versus Monterrey. Everybody showed up for that because it was at fucking night.
Yeah,
like people are gonna go. People have jobs here. Like I have a job. I can't fly out to Philly to watch these games in the middle of the fucking day. I just can't. So like I just think that at the end of the day, will this tournament be a big deal? Yes, I do. But you have to change up the format. Like I'm sorry, the group stage format after we just saw what we saw in the Champions League is dead. Because you're not seeing the big clubs play each other until the knockout stages.
Yeah, you're ready for the knockout.
Like, and I just think like the league format is incredible. Like I loved it. You get to see Real Madrid play against Arsenal in the group stage, or PSG play against Arsenal in the group stage, or in the knockouts, or in the league stage. Like that's a format that I think more people will get behind. You put that in the primetime slot here in the US, people will watch it. People will watch it.
Agreed. No, I hear that. Nah, thoroughly. What you saying, Dante? I don't know if you caught it, but City, Liverpool, it's gonna be they're gonna be our two closest rivals in regards to the title. So I don't know if you've seen them today before. Same with Liverpool as well.
You see these games, I just think they're glorified friendlies. I don't care about them. Like the only reason why I even pop up on your show is just to show you some love, brother, and for some banter and all of that bullshit.
Yeah, chill. Yeah, we just chilling.
Like it's when I watch those matches, like they're not putting any kind of anything in there because they don't respect those there. They're just there because they're contracted to it. You know what I'm saying? They have to go there. I believe that there's too much football going on. Right, and I don't think there should be these kind of things, especially like TJ said, if you're gonna play a match, don't fucking play at 3 o'clock in the day in that said country, because like the only people
if it was on a Saturday, that's a different story, but it was a Monday.
Yeah. Mate, you see the funny thing is here, the only people that's out at 3 o'clock on the Monday is parents that's picking up their kids from school or fucking crackheads. That's the only people. So it's just one of those things where it's pointless. It's just stupid. Like, do you know what? Yeah, I just can't wait for the football season to get started so we can just stop these international bullshit like matches and these glorified Carling Cups, not Carling Cups, charity shields that's going on, like the international charity shields. I'm just tired of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give the players their rest, let them come back. So when they don't get injured because they played 101 matches in like fucking 6 weeks, you know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous, bro. I just can't stand these things, to be honest.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, I'm sorry, and people will say, well, TJ, you're not in it, so you sound jealous. That's not what I'm trying to do. At the end of the day, it's a glorified invitational.
Yeah.
Inter Miami is in this competition. They won a supporter shield last year in the MLS, literally the 10th ranked difficult league in the fucking world. The only reason that they're there is Messi. Nobody else. That's the only reason. LAFC is there because of the multi-club ownership issue with who was it? I'm forgetting.
I forgot who it is.
Yeah, I forgot who it was, but at the end of the day, like, look, it's a FIFA money grab. That's the long and the short of it. And look, the incentives for the teams are good because you get what? You get a cut of $1 billion or £1 billion. That's a hell of a steal. Like, so there is some incentive there, but like Don C, if you watch that Chelsea versus LAFC game, like LAFC give Chelsea a match. Chelsea didn't look like they gave a shit.
They gave them a game. He gave him a game.
So it, at the end of the day, like, the format needs to be changed. I think when it's held in a different country, it'll be a lot better. But nobody. You're playing part-time Auckland against Bayern, and they get blown out 10-0. What are the optics of that? Like, give me a break. It's not a serious competition.
Mate, this is why I can't bother to watch it. Like, and to anyone that thinks that we're just jealous because our teams are not in it, I'm glad my team is not in it because I'm glad I don't fucking put any effort into watching that bullshit, bro. And why would I be in it? Like, when Arsenal's got a fucking new Netflix show, like, you know what I'm saying, that dating show. So hey, you know what I'm saying, that's actually more enjoyable.
The dating show, yeah. Let's go, man.
At least you can
Love Island Arsenal edition
on there. You know what I'm saying? Looking for love and all the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Fuck that fucking that football thing. I ain't got time for that.
Damn. I actually enjoyed it. My best. Fair enough. And yeah, like, it's comprehensive very much. You got Doncy and TJ's spot on the club World Cup, people. But the watch along is going on right now there. Steve's over there cheesing because he got some snow with him. We gonna tap in. So that's what is going on over there. Yeah, he over there cheesing. He over there with Kels. You know what I'm saying? I never seen him smile so much. That's it. You pull it up right now. This guy was like, I wasn't smiling. What do you mean? If this was me, I would be all on my case. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steve over there. So yeah, get over to the playback, people. Steve's doing the Alain or whoever the team is versus Juventus. He's currently doing that watch along. He just did the Salzburg game, and now he's doing the Juventus game as well, which I believe is just kicked off. So yeah, get over to the playback, www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. I'm gonna tap in at some point, but yeah, playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or download the playback app from the App Store. Yeah, if it snows, you already know, man. If it snows, we must go. You already know. Now look at Steve. You know what I'm saying? Over there, loving life, yo. Over there, loving life, glowing. He was cheesing yesterday. Cheesing today, actually. So yeah, go give him some grief on the playback, people.
Yeah, and Kels is the shit too, by the way. She's awesome. She's fun to stream with for sure.
Yeah,
talks a lot of shit. I like it.
Yeah, hell of a lot of shit. But TJ, let them know where they can find you. What you got coming up the rest of the weekend, summer transfer window months. Oh no.
Yeah, American Idiots will be returning this weekend. I just don't know what day yet. It'll either be Friday or Sunday. I got to talk to Dal, but we've been off just because of family and travel and all that jazz. Mm-hmm. So American Idiots will be back. American Waffle will also be back, I believe, on Monday night. So that's Tuesday, 1 a.m. UK time. That's your favorite show on. Let's just be real. Tuesday morning at 1 a.m. You're not watching anything else if you're in the UK. Let's just be real. And I'm going to be doing some Fist Bump FC later tonight. I'll be doing some. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing some FIFA and talking shit with the chat. So come through TJ Warren TV. We're on the road to 1800 right now. Where I think I'm 23 away or something like that.
Go subscribe to TJ Warren TV, man. Go subscribe to my guy TJ, man. What we doing there? Don't see anything you want to add from?
Yeah, big up. Looking to my brothers on Monday. We're going to be doing a nice little draft. Big up. Fuck Arsenal. You better do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Get my youth over the line. Yeah. Always fuck Tottenham. Always flawless, you wanker. TJ and my brother.
Don't ever forget that.
You like to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like Arsenal, or you love Arsenal, or you want to see Arsenal's tears through next season, make sure you like and subscribe to TJ Warren TV and Sarcasm City TV. Peoples, manners and respect.
Yeah, man. Big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Again, please make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV. Big up to everyone in the chat. Thoroughly missed the show as well, so just keep a lookout on the schedules. Daza asked me just before what I've got coming up later on today. So I'm going to get over to the playback. I'll be over there probably in about 5-10 minutes just to see what's going on over there and make sure I still got a channel because, Steve's crazy. So make sure he ain't burn the channel to the ground. So I'll be over on the playback shortly and then back here live today, 4:30 p.m. UK time, sports Q&A, solo edition. So I'll be getting to the chat even more. I know during the week because I'm on shows like this and it's 3 mics, 4 mics, 5 mics, not always able to get to the chat. So yeah, sports Q&A, 4:30 p.m. UK time, answering questions from the chat. gaming content, EAFC people, 25, be a pro club stream. I think I said it for 10 p.m. So yeah, it'd be like 10 p.m. UK time. And then game 6 of the NBA finals will be over on the Sarcasm City TV playback as well. I believe it's 1:30 a.m. Let me just double check that. I believe it is. No, I was right. 1:30 a.m. as the Oklahoma City Thunder take on the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers trying to stay in the series and take it to a game 7. The Thunder are literally a game away from winning the chip. And on top of that as well, Steve is holding down the Club World Cup games as well. I've been there for some of them, but he's holding them down. So I think he's doing 3 of the 4 games tomorrow. So he's doing the Palmeiras game versus Al Ahly. He's doing the Inter Miami versus Porto game. And he's also doing the Seattle Sounders versus Atletico Madrid. PSG Botafogo will be going on the same time as the finals. So we'll be keeping an eye on both people. But yeah, those 3 games, the one at 5 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. UK time, and 11 p.m. UK time. I need to actually update. So I do that tonight because Steve's holding it down. But big up, love to everyone that's locked in. We're going to redirect to Lee Gunner as well because he's doing a Club World Cup game as well. So we're going to redirect to Lee Gunner. And one last thing, throwing a lot of information at you lot, but you lot are very intelligent people, so I know you can take it all on board. 2 subscribers away from 200 subscribers on the Sarcasm City TV Clips channel. Go subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips channel. Links underneath in the description, on the featured channel page, etc., etc. Go subscribe. So yeah, run up the likes, subscribe here. Sarcasm City TV Raiding Gunners chat as well. This has been the Manchester United versus Manchester United Arsenal podcast. Man United pod. Gonna talk from the Arsenal pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.